movie last night.
Cool. But still, I watched Proximity. It's on Showtime. It's something. It was a weird, like...
Proximity?
Yeah. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. It had a... I mean, I know how to explain it. It's like, the movie itself is pretty easy to deal with. It's basically just... dude gets abducted by aliens. And then it's gone for 3 days, comes back, and he gets videotape of it. And puts it on the internet, and then goes on a show, and comes to find out that even with videotape, they're still like, what the fuck? Is this real? Is it not real? Is it blah blah? You know, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it became this thing where it was like, he's a phony, he's a hoax, blah blah blah. And
you know you had to prove.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't matter. It could be made. I mean, it's modern times. You can make anything look real.
True.
But supposedly it was good enough that all the people that were checking it, all the experts were like, no, this is legit. This is like, but you know how alien shit's like.
Right.
But it was just, I don't
Weird.
know. It turned out alright. Like, I was surprised that I liked it as much as I did. Because
it was weird and you thought you wasn't gonna like it?
yeah. No, it wasn't even that I thought it was going to be weird and I wouldn't like it. It was more along the lines of, it was the graphics weren't horrible, but they weren't great, and it was kind of felt like a B movie like type situation, but I don't know. It was an interesting look at, like, the aliens show up.
Yeah.
At the end. And they, like, tell him what happens, and it's kind of cool, because it's not even B-movie, because, like, the dude's arm, they put this ring on there, and the arm separated. And they were, because they're aliens, they've obviously mastered technology. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've mastered all aspects of technology, including how the body works and
right.
stuff like that. So basically, they, like, the arm split off and they took out the tracking device, and then it repaired it without a scar. But you could see that there was a slice, like the bones repaired and everything. Everything was repaired without a scar. But you could tell that it had been cut, and it was kind of cool how it was like. It was kind of cool how they did it, but I don't know. I give it a 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10. I think the actors are good. I think he could be really good given the right movie.
A 6 out of 10 ain't good, Fox.
Okay, 7 out of 10 then. It was better than
well, I ain't gonna say it ain't good. I'll just say it's average.
Yeah, it's average movie. Like, the fucking androids were corny as shit looking. Like, they made these androids and they're really corny looking. It was kind of crazy how corny looking they were.
Right.
Like, that was the worst part of the whole movie, is like the androids, everything else. Like, even when you saw the ship and the alien, you're like, okay, those are legit, like, CGIs. Those are done well.
Yeah.
And then you see these fucking androids, and it's dudes in white helmets, like they're in white suit, like white body armor suits, I guess, like, like tactical shit.
Right.
Riding white motorcycles, looking like they're out of the 80s in present day. Like, it was weird. That was the weirdest part of the movie, was the androids. That like kind of threw me off. But the premise was cool.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't understand the power. Like, he ends up getting the power from them. He ends up maybe he can understand reality more, like these guys can.
Yeah.
Because they could step into different realities. It felt like. I don't know. It was weird. Anyway.
I'd have to see it to be able to give you more context on it.
I don't know if you like it.
I mean, I have no idea what you're talking about.
There's too many white people in it.
I ain't even seen the trailer for the shit, so I have.
Well, it's on demand. Like, if you go to on demand, it's like one of the free movies they just put up. If you have Showtime.
Showtime, yeah, I think we do.
And I didn't even think we don't have Showtime. I'm pretty sure right now we just got
I think we got Showtime. I think it was Stars that we got rid of.
Yeah, we don't have Stars either. But they had that thing going on.
I was about to say they took Stars out the package for us.
Alright, so I liked how we went back and saw Wanda's past. It explained a lot.
I was upset with like the first 15 minutes.
When they went to the old stuff.
Yeah, not because not that it was bad or anything like that.
Yes, that's Coolio. You know who that is?
I do know Coolio.
No.
What?
They just asked. Someone asked, "Is that Coolio?" Who would ask if you're Coolio?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do. There's only one person that references you as Coolio. Well, she's gone now, but
Who?
Adrian.
You know how long it's been.
I know.
In that case, then yes, it is Coolio.
Well, she's gone, so don't.
Well, she might come back to the video and finish it.
She might. Anyway.
Yeah,
like the first 15 minutes.
I mean, it was just the fact that it's like I've heard this story 1,001 times. I mean, it was great to see it visualized for the first time. But we've heard 1,000 times about how the bomb,
Yeah, but it was more about the pretext of why she, it also showed that it wasn't just, she had the powers before. Because...
I mean, I get that. That was important. You needed to know that, so... Because I think I had a feeling, and everybody is kind of agreeing with this, so that made me feel like I was right. But I felt like they was going to take the mutant route with her and say she had the X gene from birth, and...
I mean, they kind of did.
Well, that's what I've been
witches could just be
speculating.
mutants.
True. I've been speculating that for a while. And I think they're going to do the same thing with Monica Rambeau.
I think they're going to use this.
I won't say clean up her story, but...
I don't think they have to. I think they gave it the story that it needed right there. Because she walked through dimensions.
But supposedly... I mean, I agree with some people that I think she had powers before that.
Oh.
Because...
Well...
Is this motherfucker wet?
Well, it's not... No. Mine's smoking fine, motherfucker.
They never won't stay lit. Look at that. It won't even burn.
Knock that bitch out or something.
It's a clump. I was about to say, you didn't grind that part up that good? What
I must not have. Rudy wants to start using or drinking coffee in the shows every so often.
I was about to say, has he never been a coffee drinker?
No, he drinks coffee. I'm the one that's not been a coffee drinker.
Yeah, what the fuck is you gonna do? I mean, but you like whatchamacallit now.
Alright. Get off it. Back to the first 15 minutes, it was kind of a waste. But then again,
it was a rehashing. Yeah.
Yes.
But they had to show you that she had powers from the jump.
Or get you to believe that she did. Because
Right.
they don't really show you that she does. You just kind of, because...
She just kind of reached out to the bomb.
Agatha kind of puts it in your head.
Yeah. I mean, and you can't really trust her 100% yet either. So, because she may end up being good.
She may.
But...
Good in her own way. Because, again, good is...
It's relative.
It's relative, yeah.
And also, she may also end up being bad because I still think Mephisto is behind the scenes.
I just don't think she wants her power. She wants to know how to do the chaos magic, and she's upset.
Maybe that's part of it, but I still think, first of all, who the fuck is that rabbit? She done elevated to talking to that bitch and everything.
Yeah, but that just could be a ploy.
No, I don't think so. It spoke back to her. And then added to the fact that it ate that bug. Rabbits do not eat bugs. Rabbits are herbivores. They don't eat meat of any form.
They'll eat a bug if it's on a leaf.
That's different. It actively ate this bug.
True.
She threw it and it caught the bug in his mouth. There's something, and then she told you she could transmutate.
I know.
I'm telling you.
But why would she transmutate? Maybe she transmutated something into what? Well, who? Who? It's not Mephisto. He's not going to be a fucking rabbit.
Why the fuck not?
If anything, I think he's just behind the scenes.
Why would he not be a rabbit?
Why would he be?
In the comic book, his very first appearance, he showed up, he was a fly. That's why a lot of people thought he was the fucking cicada, because the cicada was in the previous episode on the curtain, remember? And a lot of people was going off like, oh, that's Mephisto, because in the comics, when his very first appearance, he showed up as a fly. So why could he not be a rabbit?
So the only way he could get into this realm is in the rabbit's body.
I don't think it's so much as that. I'm trying to have a plausible way for him to be coming in. It could be one of two things. It could be that there was never, like, Mephisto was not originally a part of this situation until she created the kids. And when she created the kids,
why did she try to get her to create the kids? If she's not part of it.
That's another reason why I'm like, why was everybody urging her to have kids?
And then she's got the kids hung up like she's scared of her and the kids now.
Even though the kids are basically constructs of her imagination. So it's like if the kids aren't really a threat and they're essentially just her imagination, like, why use them to threaten her? Like, I mean, essentially she could just recreate the kids again. Like, you kill those two, she could kill you and then recreate those two kids, essentially. So it kind of struck me as odd that she was strung. I guess because she knows in her mental state she's not going to question much or think too straight because she's deteriorating mentally. But I think Monica Rambeau is going to end up having to help her defeat Agatha. I think that they're going to think the White Vision is going to be a problem, but I think he's going to get in there and I think him and the other Vision are going to merge.
So the Mind Stone will actually...
Yes. Because that's another reveal too. She essentially created another Mind Stone.
Well, she created Vision, yeah.
And he has a Mind Stone, he has the stone in his forehead. People were trying to figure that out.
But as of right now, he doesn't look like he can live outside the hex.
True, but that's because he's in the body that she fabricated. They finna give him a body, and I think it may start out as a fight, but I think somehow the White Vision and the other Vision are going to merge somehow.
There's a lot to go on in one more episode.
That's another reason. Let me see if I don't real quick find anything up about the 10th episode.
Being a big bad for
Doctor
Strange?
No, absolutely not. Because she is pretty old and powerful, but she's not a match for Doctor Strange.
She's not a match for Wanda if Wanda isn't.
True, technically not.
Wanda doesn't know how to fucking use her
magic. If there's something that she knows how to do that you don't know how to do, yeah, she's more powerful than you.
It's just the fact that she knows how to control a witch.
Well, that's the one thing she has on her is because she's so old and she's been practicing magic so long. Oh wait, it was confirmed.
What?
They confirmed the 10th episode already.
Really?
I mean, there's an article saying that it is.
Okay. So you think Evan Peters is just some random dude that she brainwashed?
Okay, yeah, that's how they spoiled it.
But how the hell did he, if that's the case?
It says episode 8 is up now, and then it says 2 episodes left.
Oh. But were they always saying it was going to be 9 episodes?
They said it was 9 and didn't say anything else about it. And then
Well, March 5th is supposed to be the final episode.
And people started putting 2 and 2 together, and they end up. Because when I first heard about it was around like episode 6. Somebody said something about them possibly having a lot of leftover footage, so they decided to stretch it out to 10 episodes. But it was just a rumor at the time, so I didn't think
what if
too
they
much
make
of
it like a 2-hour fucking season finale?
Well, that's how it's supposed to be. The last 2 episodes are supposed to be like 50 minutes apiece. So it's essentially going to be like a 2-hour finale.
How does she crack the multiverse?
I think the way this is going to end, in my opinion, I think she's got to lose the kids if they're going to keep it like the House of M. She's got to lose the kids. That's just.
But then they can't be the Avengers.
Oh no, she brought them back.
No.
That's why I said she got to lose them in the comics. Which is another reason why I feel like Mephisto is in this shit. In the comics, like he just up and decided like he wanted the pieces of his soul back, so he fucking reabsorbed them back into him, literally. Like that's the cover of that comic is literally him. Well, Master Pandemonium, but that's neither here nor there. And he's like, his fists are the 2 babies, and he's like absorbing them into his being again, I guess you could say. But either way it go. But she ends up recreating reality, and she created them again. And the second time, she created them permanently. And that's how they like became actual beings and was able to live outside the reality that she created. But that's what I think is going to happen. I think she's going to lose the kids, and Vision may end up dying. She may end up losing Vision. Like, I think.
Well, if Vision's body comes back and it's some kind of different thing, it's going to fuck her up too.
Well, I think it's going to come down to. She may not even get to see the White Vision, because I think those are going to be 2 separate battles happening. I think they're going to be going on at the same time. Like she's going to be dealing with Agatha, and I think Vision and the other Vision are going to be having their little thing going on in the background, and it may come together at the end. But I think that's how it's going to start. And I'm still trying to figure out which side Monica Rambeau is going to be on, because she's with Wanda, but Wanda, I don't really feel like Wanda needs her power-wise. I think she can match Agatha power-wise.
Where is she now? She just left with Evan Peters.
Well, they didn't really leave. They just never showed what happened to her. Like
that's what I'm saying.
Snooper's gonna snoop. She said that those are her eyes and ears. So I'm assuming that was Agatha, and she knows that Monica was snooping, and she has Monica like tied up somewhere or some shit like that. That's my guess. But not knowing, I don't think she knows who or what Monica Rambeau actually is. Because she still hasn't had her full power awakening moment. As of right now, all she's done is she's just identified different energy signatures, which that's one of her powers. Like she can instantly analyze energy, and she can detect its nature, its source, I guess, or whatever you want to call it. That's why, like, when she first came in and she was looking around the hex and everything looked kind of like ultraviolet. Like she was looking at
when her eyes were lit up.
Yeah, her eyes were blue.
Yeah.
And she was looking at all the energy that was being that was moving around inside the hex. And then if you remember when she opened up the cellar doors to look in the basement, her eyes was purple, and she saw like the purple vines on the wall, which was Agatha and her, her powers, her spells or whatever. So, like, her eyes will change color based off of the energy that she's analyzing or manipulating, I guess. Because that's another thing she can do too. She can absorb that energy and then she can redirect it. So that's Monica.
Yeah.
Like, she's extremely powerful. Like, she is strong as fuck. So she's essentially another Captain Marvel. Essentially, she may even be stronger than Captain Marvel because even Captain Marvel's energy she could absorb because it's energy. I mean, I don't know if that would overload her. I don't know, like, what the upper limits of her absorption powers are, but, like, she can turn her body into pure energy, just like Captain Marvel when she goes binary.
So she can fly into all that.
Oh,
shit.
yeah, she's going to be able to fly, too. She got to figure that out.
But there's not supposed to be a second season, right?
No, not that I know of. This was supposed to be a one-off thing because it's leading directly into Spider-Man. But I think she's gonna realize. I think she's gonna defeat Agatha, but then I think she's gonna realize that maybe not defeat Agatha, because she is gonna lose the kids, and that's gonna fuck her up. But I think also she's gonna realize that she has to destroy Vision, because if she doesn't destroy his body, they're just gonna use it to weaponize him.
Unless he becomes a real Vision. Unless they merge.
Well, I mean, I guess.
Which wouldn't cause her to crack. So.
But it just makes me seem like Vision is. It just make me. I just feel like Vision would be like, I'm dead. You got to let go of me. Like the real Vision, not like the Hex Vision. Because I think once he gets his body, he won't be like Hex Vision no more.
No, he'll get his.
He'll get his actual memories and stuff. He'll be like real Vision, and I think he's gonna be like you gotta let me go. Like, I died. Like, blah 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 blah. And she's probably gonna end up because she's the only one that can. She's probably gonna have to basically like obliterate his entire body so that they can't use him anymore. And I think in doing so, she's probably going to expand the Hex, because at some point I think that's going to happen. I don't know how. I'm still piecing together how, but at some point the Hex is going to expand, because I think that's how Spider-Man gets into the multiverse. When it gets, I think it's going to get big, and as it gets big, like you notice after every time she expels a lot of power, like she has to rest or she gets tired. So, like, her powers are, like, they go on the fritz, so to speak.
Well, it's because she don't know how to use them. Right?
Yes, so I think she's going to expand it, and because she's either not in control of it fully or doesn't know how to use it fully, I think that big of a reality existing inside our reality is what's going to start causing the glitches and the problems. Because if you think about it, Spider-Man is in New York. That's not that far away from New Jersey. If she expands that bitch a few 100 miles or so, she'll definitely catch New York, and Spider-Man's reality will change into whatever it changes to, or whatever she changes it to for him. And maybe that's why in them little previews for the movie, he didn't look like the police were after him. He didn't look like he was like on the run or nothing like that. Spider-Man, in the set photos, they showed set photos, and he was like walking out on the street, and he was looking at some directions or something, and he was going to this shop where MJ was at. So it's like he didn't
What's
look.
it called? It's called something. The name.
No Way Home. He didn't look like the cops was after him. So maybe she expands the Hex, encapsulates New York, and the new reality that she changes for them is one where people don't know about Spider-Man, don't know about Mysterio, blah 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 blah, and Spider-Man goes for maybe the first half of the movie not knowing that he's in a different reality, but we probably get clues of it from like certain things that are probably different. Like, say maybe him and MJ haven't met before, and say that him going in that shop, maybe that's the first time him ever meeting MJ. Like subtle things like that that'll let us know, like, hey, something is up. But that doesn't innately give it away, because I'm assuming he'll have to take at least like half the movie to figure out, hey, I'm in a different reality or something isn't right. And maybe the glitches is what makes him know that. Maybe when the glitches start happening, then that puts him on the path of finding out like what's going on with the glitches, and in doing so with that, maybe he finds out about, because he's probably going to end up going to Doctor Strange. Like, if the multiverse starts glitching and say like portals are opening up and things or people are coming through from different universes, just random as fuck.
Well, I'm sure the Avengers people are going to keep him out of harm's way after things happen.
Well, I mean,
because he's still got what's his name looking after him.
This is true, but from that little basement thing they was in, it looked like them motherfuckers on the run. So I'm trying to figure out, because that's a contradiction. Is that later in the movie when they're like running from the villain once the villain is announced, or is that early in the movie and them running because he's still a fugitive? But they was somebody was trying to say that the basement they was in the set photos was the Sanctum Sanctorum. They was like, it's been 5 years since the blip, and Doctor Strange just came back with all of these events taking place like maybe like weeks after Endgame. I could imagine, I guess, maybe, the Sanctum Sanctorum would be, like, run down, because it's been 5 years. We didn't need to know Doctor Strange or knew nothing about no Doctor Strange. He got blipped away. So, that's possible. I didn't analyze the photo that close to see if it actually was, but they was looking at some pattern on the floor that looked like something from Doctor Strange's house or something like that. But either way,
well, the cast so far is Holland, Molina, the Fat Kid, Jamie Foxx, MJ, Doctor Strange, and his aunt. That's the cast that they put out so far.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, they said Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire have already signed, supposedly. Because somebody was talking about the amount of money that they paid Tobey Maguire. Supposedly they paid out the ass to get him.
Must have been important.
I mean, his and Andrew Garfield's cameos, the whole movie hinges on that. Like, because I'm almost certain they're going to have a scene where it's all three Spider-Men fighting at the same time. Like, I'm willing to bet my money on it. So you need him, which I would have got his ass together. I would have did the shadiest thing, tried to use the old footage from the old movies and tried to fucking splice the old footage in somehow and just use that old footage.
What do you think, that he's going to be fighting Doc Ock?
I mean, I guess you would still have to pay him for his likeness, but I don't know how that would work. But my guess is they probably going to have all three of them fighting the Sinister Six together. Or maybe that's how the Sinister Six forms. Like, maybe, say, like, I just imagine Spider-Man doing something, and say just like a random portal opens up, and Doc Ock come flying through that bitch, and then Tobey Maguire Spider-Man come flying in through behind him, and they proceed to fight downtown New York or some shit, and then people think it's our Spider-Man, Tom Holland, and Tom Holland is like, what the fuck is going on? And that portal closes. Now they stuck here, and then same thing happens with Electro,
like they're hiding out,
and Andrew Garfield. Yeah, see, they in some kind of basement, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know at what point in the movie that could be. Because with my theory, if my theory is correct, then that would be the end of the movie. That would be once they figured out that Wanda fucked up reality and
I think
shit is going crazy.
Movie.
And that's them fighting. Yeah, that's probably them at the end trying to figure out how to finally overcome or finally win. But Doctor Strange is going to be in that bitch. So I'm trying to figure out what role he going to play.
I mean,
because you got to imagine if Doctor Strange is going to be in it, he should be able to resolve the conflict. I mean, he's fucking Doctor Strange. But if it being that it doesn't get solved this movie, that makes me feel even more strongly about my theory. Because like, what if she get Doctor Strange too? He get trapped in the reality and he doesn't remember or doesn't know that he's in a reality, a different reality. Because I just feel like the Hex is going to expand. That's just what I feel like. That was the tease when she expanded it the first time. I feel like that was the tease. Like, hey, look, she can do this. She can just boom and make it go out.
She's having troubles right now.
Well, that's what I'm putting together. I'm putting the troubles together with it expanding because I'm just it's gonna come from trauma of some sort. Either she finds out what she can do and then somebody pisses her off to the point to making her want to do it, or she inadvertently does it through heartbreak, despair, or one of those, or she could inadvertently do it through anger. She could get mad and do it and not, because when she created this whole bitch, it took very little thought. Like, it wasn't like she, it wasn't like she sat and said, what do I do? How do I make this better?
No, it was all out of...
Right. It was like reactionary, basically. So, to me, if that's how her powers work, I feel like it would be very easy for somebody to antagonize her, or for her to be antagonized to the point to where she flips and has like this, lets off this amazing show of power, and she fucking expands the Hex like another 500 miles or some shit like that, and then it ends up covering like half the United States or a quarter of the US or some shit like that. And then also too, that is another way that you could get to 3 movies without this shit getting figured out, because if she does that, everybody that knows about the Hex is trapped in it now. So nobody knows about it, and they got to figure out about it all over again, while Wanda has everybody inside that bitch living their own perfect reality, whatever that is. Because that's what she did in the comics. In the comics, she gave everybody, like, supposedly the life they wanted, or the perfect life in her eyes, I guess. Because like Peter he woke up next to MJ. That's another thing that makes me feel like it. Like, cause I feel like if I'm not mistaken, I think Peter Parker was the first person that they showed when she flipped everything, when she changed it all, when she.
Wolverine was the first one to figure it out.
He was the first one to remember.
Yeah.
But the first one that they showed, the next panel after she did the shit, was Peter Parker, and he was in bed with MJ.
Yeah.
And he woke up,
and he was good. Right,
like nothing had changed. Like, this is my life. I'm happy, and he went on about his shit. And you had bitches like Dazzler that were like low level stars, like. She had them like they were front and center. I can't remember who the one bitch. I think it was Miss Marvel or somebody, but she was like the number one superhero in the world, and she's like barely even really known before that. So she gave everybody their own little reality, but Wolverine started jogging people's memories and bringing people back too. Mm-hmm. So that posed the question, like, who's that person that remembers that has to start waking everybody up? Maybe that's Doctor Strange. But it feels like, to me, if that was Doctor Strange, he could wake up and then he would go to the source of the problem, or maybe that's what happens. Like, he goes to her and tries to stop it and finds out she's way more powerful than blah, 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 blah. And she, like, because at some point she's probably going to disappear into the multiverse. Like, she's probably going to go running because she's going to do enough that she's never going to be welcomed.
Who?
Wanda.
She's never gonna feel welcome.
Or feel welcome as, you know, as a human citizen. She's probably going to fucking dip off into the multiverse. And maybe that's how it opens up. Maybe she runs into the multiverse and say she accidentally and leaves the portal behind her because she doesn't know how to use her power. So the portal doesn't close, and say things start coming in through the portal that she left behind, or something like that. Like, I have a bunch of theories, but until it's tough. Until we see these last 2 episodes, you just can't know, because I think if I'm right and Mephisto is in this shit, then that flips all of this on his head, because all of this now becomes a different story. Because then that means
Tom Holland's gonna be in Venom. He's gonna have a cameo in Venom.
he's supposed to end his movie trapped. I think that's where the No Way Home comes from. Like, he's gonna end his movie like trapped in the multiverse, and the universe that he ends up trapped in is the universe, the Venomverse, or wherever Venom is, because he's supposed to be in Morbius too, which I had forgot all about. But that's the vampire movie they got coming out.
Yeah.
Which probably will introduce Blade, or at least lay the seeds for Blade, I imagine. No, they wouldn't do that. They'll do their own shit.
It don't come out. It comes out this June.
Venom, yeah. Wait a minute. Was it? So how is he supposed to be in that before this movie?
Wow.
Wait a minute. Was Venom originally supposed to come out after Spider-Man?
Yeah. It was supposed to come out this year, I think. I don't know. You'd have to look it up. Wow, look at that carnage.
No, it wasn't, because Venom actually got pushed back, if I'm not mistaken. I think Venom 2 was supposed to come out like last October, and it got pushed back. Hell yeah, it was supposed to come out in October of last year, but it got pushed back. So, I don't know how the fuck Spider-Man is supposed to be in there. Like, that's... I need them not to do that, because that's going to fuck everything up.
I wonder.
That's going to fuck everything up if he does that.
Maybe it's just an end credit to bring Venom into the fucking MCU. Maybe he shows up like after he beats him, because Carnage is in San Francisco. After he beats him in San Francisco, he decides to get the fuck out of San Francisco. He ends up in New York, and he like just happens to run past Tom Holland at some point. That's probably because it says cameo. It doesn't say that he's in it. That's different than. There's no trailers yet, right? No.
For Venom?
Yeah, no.
No. I thought we was going to get one from the Super Bowl, but we did not. So, I've been smoking this joint for an hour. But...
Is it going to be R?
Venom?
Yeah.
It better be. Like... How the fuck do you even do a Carnage?
Wasn't the last
movie?
one not R?
I think it was. There was pretty heavy cussing in it.
Damn.
Oh, it wasn't rated R.
Yeah, people were pissed.
I mean, shit. For the cussing that they did.
It's only F words that matter. For PG-13, you're allowed one F word.
Nah, I feel like the F word was thrown quite a bit.
I don't think it was.
It felt like it was. And then there was suggestive language. I thought it was rated R. He ate a dude's head off.
Yeah, but they didn't show it.
Did they?
Violence isn't an issue with these fucking people, dude. They want you to like violence. That way you go to war for them. It's more about fucking sex. They don't want you fucking. Or doing drugs.
Fuck, that ain't true.
What?
I see more fucking in not rated R shit. Matter of fact, I just watched the Untold Billie Holiday story or whatever it was.
Yep.
And that bitch was fucking in that shit. Getting her back beat the fuck down over there dressing.
And
then she had the man biting on her ass and everything. I was like, oh, child, this is raunchy.
someone posted on one of my old videos on the Gauge one. They posted a comment. Do you need so much arm movement when you grind? But it was the old one that I used to do like this. I'd start out like this, and then I'd go like this, and then I'd flip it back over, and I'd hit it again because it didn't grind it enough.
It was raggedy.
It was fuck.
Fox, I'm telling you right now, that rabbit is somebody. And they still hadn't said nothing about the missing person. FBI. The whole reason this shit started.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like she makes anybody missing.
It was a child, but I don't know.
No, I meant when what's her name does it, when Wanda does everything, it doesn't look like there's somebody that, because it showed you how she did it. She just exploded it out her chest. Oops.
That's what I mean. So that means somebody in that town was the informant, and they've been transformed into somebody else, and they don't know who they are, or maybe they do and just can't say anything about it, can't tell you about it. Because if they one of those people at the outskirts of town, then they probably just standing out there motionless.
I think the people are starving to death. I think that's what I really think that's what that one commercial was about. Was the fact that they have no free will, so they eat when Wanda tells them to eat.
No, that made me feel like, I think all the commercials have been about her life. I think that commercial was more confirmation that there's a bigger bad. Or maybe it was Agatha, but that was somebody that was telling Wanda, or is making it seem to her, you can live off your magic, you can have what you want, do what you want, but in reality you could not, because the little boy starved trying to open up your magic. I think that was for Wanda.
I think we're going to disagree on that, and we'll find out. I think that it's the people. I think that she has control over them all the time, and she's had them under control for days now, and they haven't eaten unless she's told them to. Because you just don't eat. What are you going to do? You can't eat.
They were eating without her consciously telling them to before. Why would they just all of a sudden stop eating?
Because she's controlling them. And they do.
No, she's not controlling them so much as she's implanting like a facade over who they are.
Right.
So like they know who they are, but like they're going about, it's not like they have deliberate intentions. Like, but they still like live lives like normal people, like they eat.
But they
work
that's
and
the point.
sleep
I think
and-
that's the point of showing you the outside rim is that wherever she's not focused, then people are literally just in a stasis and they're not doing anything until she gets there and focuses again and gives them, whether she does it consciously or non-consciously, gives them a purpose. Because you saw everyone on the outside, they were prepped and ready for in case they showed up. But so I think that's what happens with everyone. As she's going through these scenes, everyone on the outside is turned into whatever, and then they're stuck there waiting for her to show up and to do stuff. And while they're waiting, because it was the same episode that they did that, they showed you that that commercial. They showed you all the people on the outside that were literally just standing there as Vision's walking by them, and they can't even do anything. Because I think when
Yes.
Wanda's not in their focus, they literally just sit there and do nothing.
I could agree with that to a point, to an extent. But I think that's negated by the fact of Agatha bringing it up this past episode when she talked about the outer rim. She went to that. I think that's what she was doing out there. I think she was like going around like observing and like seeing like, wait a minute, like this bitch got all these motherfuckers out here going and shit. I think the only reason they stopped moving, I think, because they only showed that during that one moment when she was having a traumatic experience when Vision was questioning her. And, well, I mean, it's kind of all been downhill since he started questioning her. But it was bad, that episode. And that's what made her take her mind off the people. Well, I guess you could say, technically, her mind hadn't been on them since then. But I don't think it's been, like, days and days for, like, people to be starving. Like, I think these events, I think, are literally all taking place over, like, hours. I don't think that...
Well, it's been a couple days.
No, I don't even think that. I mean...
It's been a couple days.
Maybe 2 days. 3 days.
That's still enough to where...
Not to be starving to death. It takes 14 weeks to starve.
If it kept up, they would starve.
I mean, if it kept up, yes, but I don't think...
I think that's what they were showing you.
I don't think that's what they wanted you to focus on. Because I think by the end of either this episode or the next episode, I don't think it's going to matter. Because she's going to expand the hex, and everybody's going to be in a new reality doing something new. Everybody. And it probably won't be like TV related or TV centered. It'll probably be just her version of a perfect world or her version of a perfect life that they just got caught up in. Because I mean, you could be right. You could be right, but I just, with what I think about the big bad, to still be revealed, like the fact that the little boy was starving and it was a shark that gave him the yogurt, which, I mean, it was yogurt, but it was Yo Magic, so it was magic. The shark gave it to him, and he literally died because he sat there and couldn't open the fucking
Which is
thing.
exactly what these people were doing. They were literally doing the same
But
thing.
nobody's presenting the people with magic. Who's the
She's
villain?
controlling them with magic.
But she's not. There's literally somebody that is trying to
No, what I'm saying...
get her to continue grieving and living off magic. That was Agatha. That was her whole thing. Well, I mean, she was kind of trying to wake her up later.
Yeah, Agatha's trying to figure out why and how she got this power, and then she's like, "You're the Scarlet Witch," which I don't.
But yes,
understand.
by the time that commercial came, she had been like egging her on, like to stay in this fantasy world, to stay in all these people that have been literally. Monica just tried to break her out of it, and she stopped her. Like that's Wanda. I mean, that was her at the time.
Agatha trying to steal, like, understand what power, how she's doing, because
that's fine.
Agatha wanted to know how you did this.
That's fine, but I think the metaphor in it or the meaning in it is that because she's listening to this shark and she's going to continue remedying things or trying to live out her best life using magic and means of such, it's going to lead to either her dying or her taking that fall and becoming like completely evil is what I took it to mean. Because for one, well, it was a lot of parallels that I saw that don't necessarily mean a hill of fucking beans, but like the little boy had red orange hair just like she did. Like, it's just one of the things that made me make these connections. But you could be right, because if that is the case and it does continue on for quite a while, then you are right. People will be dying, or
because it's the same. It was the
starving.
episode where Vision's trying to figure out what's going on and why she's doing this to these people, and it goes back to, you're right. I think she's. I don't think it's of her volition, but I don't think she's being controlled by someone. I think she did it. She doesn't know what she's doing. If she understood what she was doing, she might not do it, but she doesn't want to understand it.
I still think it's like a voice in her head type scenario or something. Like there's got to be some sort of explanation for. I mean, maybe I'm just a skeptic. Kevin Feige does tend to keep it simple, but still, like, she just all of a sudden uses her powers on this level of magnitude.
You saw her use it.
I did, but
you saw her literally just break down and lose it, and it happened. And she was at the place where her and Vision were going to grow old, and she couldn't handle it.
And I feel like we could just as easily see a scene with that same thing happening and somebody standing next to her in her ear. Girl, you know you can just create your own fucking reality. Live the life you want to live. I still think there's some force that is either trying to take advantage of this situation or egging her on into this situation to take advantage of her. Or it could be my third theory, which is a new one that I just kind of came up with as I was talking earlier. Maybe Mephisto never had anything to do with it to start.
Huh? What you thinking about, babe?
What do I really want?
Yeah.
Or what we should probably get?
What do you really want?
A medium Coke and a large fry from McDonald's.
That's it.
Yeah. You know I ain't gonna never object to no McDonald's. He ain't gonna be
What we
there,
should get? Sushi.
You get a fillet of fish.
I would take either. One's obviously cheaper than the other. One's obviously healthier than the other.
You can get a fillet of fish.
That's
No,
not
yeah.
fucking healthy.
I really want a Coke. Just a Coke.
I wasn't trying to go healthy. I was just
Okay,
thinking
well,
of something that you
medium
like
size
taste-wise.
And a large fry. No burger, just a large fry.
I don't.
I'm not even gonna
seem
get
like a
ice
fillet of
cream.
fish kind of guy.
I am not a fillet of fish kind of guy.
Are you not?
No.
Anyway, think about it, and if you get sushi, give me 2 California rolls. If we get Mickey Donuts, can you give me that?
Okay.
Thanks.
I am not a fillet of fish.
Black Scotch your back? Well, I guess that's why we friends, because I'm not a fillet of fish guy.
I mean, I haven't had one in 20 years. So.
I will eat one in the pinchest of pinches, but I'm not a fan.
There's not many pinches that could cause that.
I mean, I've eaten it before, so I have to say that. But I've never liked it. So there are circumstances where I can be cajoled into eating one. But I will not enjoy it.
I will not.
I refuse. Fox.
You lie.
I ain't never ate fish nor enjoyed it.
Never?
Ooh, bitch, don't play with me. Fox. You made me lose my train of thought. Yes, this motherfucking rabbit, whoever Scratchy is, Scratchy. That's got to be revealed. And then this FBI person, I think it could be Dottie.
Who?
They ain't even Dottie. They ain't even brought that bitch back up.
Who?
Dottie.
Who's that?
That's the bitch whose house they went to in episode 3 when Geraldine was a thing and they were sitting at the lady's house and the lady cut her hand with the glass.
Oh, the lady that, yeah.
That was Dottie. You remember Agatha said, you know.
Everyone listens to Dottie.
Right. So Dottie must be somebody. What if Dottie was Mephisto? The whole time and we never knew it. Because I'm telling you, the demon that bitch was communicating and learning them dark magics and shit, I guarantee you, I think it was Mephisto. Even though...
What if it's the dude that was from the first Doctor Strange?
Oh, no, that would be a full twist. He said he was coming back.
What was his name?
Mordo?
Yeah, Mordo.
Yeah, he said he was gonna rid the world of all the wizards.
Really?
That was his last words in Doctor Strange.
Not him.
Who?
No, I meant the dude that Doctor Strange fought.
Which one?
The guy in the first movie with the
purple eyes?
The evil being that was.
Oh,
yeah,
Dormammu. You said guy, and I didn't think him.
Yeah,
I
he's not.
He's a guy.
Is he a guy or?
I don't know.
I don't either.
I think he's a guy. I think he's like a Galactus type thing. Like just a huge being, and maybe he can take whatever form he needs to or wants to. Oh, yeah, no, he got a body. He got a body, because he looked like... Who does he look like?
Really? Let me see.
He looked nothing like that in the movie.
Well, because he's huge, isn't he?
I don't know.
He should be.
I don't know nothing.
It made it look like he was a giant being.
Wait, let's look at his powers and abilities.
Asian food or McDonald's?
Fox, you know what I like. Don't play with me. You're going to have to make that decision. Because you don't
like Chinese food,
You don't want McDonald's and you don't want me. I do like Chinese food. But you know I love me some fucking McDonald's.
I do too. That's the problem.
Well, and that's why I didn't want to be the motherfucking aider and abetter. Since I don't give a fuck, I was going to let you decide. I don't mind Asian food. I live for some beef lo mein.
Beef lo mein?
Uh-huh.
Let's see if they have it.
I like fried rice.
Fried rice?
I like sweet and sour chicken. But I have to be careful with the sweet and sour chicken because some of these motherfuckers put pineapples in their shit.
Yeah, I know. You have to be careful.
Yeah, that shit got me together. I've never had pineapples in my fucking...
They got a Cantonese lo mein. They got a Japanese teriyaki. They got fried rice, Chinese style, Japanese style. They got sushi.
Sushi. You in love with sushi, baby.
I'm just gonna go with the simple one. I don't feel like sushi today. Hey, mister, welcome to the party. Yeah? So, yeah, I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah, it's a lot. But it's a lot they gotta unpack, so it makes sense that they having 2 episodes left, because, like...
Where was it confirmed?
It was an article. I just read the article. So now you don't believe me, is what you're telling me.
No, I'm asking you.
I'm just joking, sir.
Stay off my computer, mister.
Let me go back. Back again. Back to the beginning.
Is that your new tagline?
Oh, you silly. It was on Twitter.
Oh,
Disney,
they said
Disney Plus UK tweeted.
They said they got 2 left.
Yup. And they said the 8th episode is streaming now, which indicates that would be 10 episodes. I mean, I need them to not bullshit me. Let me find out for real, because
when what's the name starts right after, doesn't it?
I think it's a week off, and then Falcon and Winter Soldier. But my plan was to rewatch the entire season before I watched the finale. So before I
have to watch the season over twice because you didn't realize the finale was gonna.
That's what I was about to say. So before I watch episode 9, I need to find out if it's the last one or not, because if it ain't, then I can do the marathon next week. But I that's what I want to do. I want to rewatch every episode all in order, because this whole time I felt like this has felt like a movie that's just been broken up into parts. Is what it's felt like to me.
Yeah, maybe 2 movies. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could. Well, no, it's not even 2 movies, because it's definitely one movie. Yeah. One really long ass movie.
It's like one 3-hour, like a Lord of the Rings type movie. Right. One long 3-hour movie. Even though, because it's been like 6 hours worth of content, I think. And it's 7 episodes. It's been 6 hours. 8 episodes. It's been like 6 hours worth of content. Because you remember the first 3 episodes were only like 20 minutes. So they were like an hour themselves, the first 3.
Damn, look at that deal. The classic Big Mac pack. 2 Big Macs, 2 medium fries, and a 20-piece nugget.
I could eat that all by myself.
Get the fuck out of here, man. I ain't that rich.
I ain't said you was. I was just pointing out that is a meal that I have gotten before, and I have eaten it all by myself.
I'm sure you have, because you crazy. Cray.
No, I'm not cray. I be hungry, and I be wanting McDonald's sometimes.
I know, because it's good as fuck.
Right. I don't eat it often.
I don't either.
I ain't had McDonald's I DoorDash McDonald's maybe that was before I went home. So it's been a month, a little over a month since I had McDonald's. And even then, I only had a quarter pounder and some fries. I didn't even go all crazy then. I need an apple pie in my life.
Really?
You don't like the apple pies?
No, the apple pies are fine. I just never ate one.
You crazy me? You put that.
Well, I've eaten one, but it's been a long fucking time.
You put that bitch in the motherfucking microwave for a few seconds.
Yeah.
Oof, good gracious alive.
Make you feel happy in yourself?
Look, I don't need it because I've already had a chocolate bar and I had a can.
So okay, what do you want?
A meal.
Which one? Crispy chicken, spicy crispy
chicken. I don't want no
chicken.
damn chicken. Don't you play me like that.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I probably need to get some chicken. Before we get McDonald's, let me at least make a good decision to get some chicken.
They're the same.
Don't you do me like that. Chicken.
They are the same.
Chicken is better.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Because chicken.
Hold on.
It's chicken and it's not beef.
It doesn't matter.
It's chicken and
it's
not
beef. It doesn't matter. They're the same.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
When you're talking about McDonald's, the beef and the chicken, they're just as bad, both for different reasons.
If you don't shut up.
Because the chicken has the oil. They fry it in that oil. And that oil's not good for you. The burgers don't, at least they're grilled.
I fry my own chicken in oil, Fox.
Yeah, you're good oil.
I use...
Good oil.
You don't know what I use, Pete.
Bitch, act like you don't use good oil.
Bitch, I've used bacon grease before. Don't play with me.
That's good oil. That's better than
That's fattening as fuck.
No, it's not. It's better than this other stuff, because... Pick Fox. Which one you want. I'll explain it in a minute.
We finna box. No, I don't need you to give me no history lesson on McDonald's.
Not McDonald's. It's fat.
Okay, well, that's fine. I was trying to make myself feel better about getting McDonald's by getting a fucking chicken sandwich. Well, but you got to
What you want? Chicken?
Chicken shame me.
I did.
Yes,
You're welcome.
did. You shamed the fuck out of me.
Big
Like,
Mac.
bitch, it's the same fucking thing. It's just as disgusting. Because they fried it in oil. Oh, big whoop, Fox. They fried it in oil. Like, damn. I'm still waiting on somebody to deep fry me a fucking Oreo. If you don't get the fuck out of here trying to police what I eat, Fox.
I ain't policing.
I love you, though.
Just talking fact. We're online, so I got to make sure people know the truth.
My bad. That is right. Because I consciously eat McDonald's. Y'all need to know this. So y'all can make the decision if y'all want to eat it or not. Get me that chicken delight.
Deluxe?
I say delight.
Jesus Christ. You sure?
Damn, Fox, I'm hungry. Is that gonna be enough?
I mean, probably not.
I don't think it is.
But what else?
What they got on the little dollar menu? Yeah, get that. But let me see the little side deal menu.
What?
Let me see the little side deal menu. You know what, Fox? This is gagging me because first and foremost, I didn't even know DoorDash was on the motherfucking computer.
I didn't either. Medium or large?
Large. A little medium fry.
Coke?
Sprite. Since that's what I'm already drinking. 20 calories. They a 20 calorie lie. Or that might have been 120.
Anything not on it?
Yeah, that might have been 120. Pineapple. Oh, that's a smoothie. I was about to say, wait a minute.
Wait, what? Oh.
That pineapple got me together. Let me see. I like all of that. What's the sauce that come on it?
Mayonnaise.
Okay. I skipped that. I don't know how. Now give me like one or two of them little dollar burgers. I knew I should have ate before I came over here.
A hamburger?
Damn. They ain't even got that. What?
Right there, $1.
They wrong for that. Give me a cheeseburger. That burger looks sad and pathetic. Fox, look at that burger. Why they put that on there like that?
I don't know. You want one or two?
Two.
No meat?
Why would I do that?
I don't.
You raggedy bastard.
I do what I can.
What the fuck? Why the fuck would I do that bullshit? No meat. Sir. You could get slapped for saying that to some gay people. You like, yeah, I fuck with you. Alright, that's my part, right?
Yeah, I'm stealing some of your fries, just so you know.
I bet you are.
I am,
You
because
raggedy
she's gonna
bastard.
have my fries, motherfucker.
You are. I bet you are. I'm looking for my damn phone.
Your phone's right there.
Yeah, I know. I'm tripping. Fox, you got Venmo? No, you ain't got no damn Venmo. You ain't got nothing with Snapchat. I'm in Cash App. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm not very good at that stuff.
You ain't. It ain't that you ain't good at it. It's just that you ain't took the time. You don't need. But you don't need no fucking money services like that. You don't be sending no money and doing shit. Facts.
Whoa, mister. Okay, well, it's not letting me check out.
Quit playing that McDonald's.
Oh, there it goes.
I
I
was
pressed
about
the
to say.
wrong button.
Look, you better press the right one, Fox. My stomach was like, girl, don't do that.
Don't tease him.
Don't play with us like that. If this motherfucker come up, why the fuck is my Cash App taking so long to open up? Now that's what you. Oh, I was about to say. That's what you're not about to do. Don't play with me, y'all.
What?
I kept trying to open my Cash App and it kept just closing. I was about to cut a fit. Okay, so I'm finna send you Paul. I mean, damn, what was I about to call you, Paul? Fox.
I don't know.
Because you baby daddy. Steven Fox. I ain't paid you nothing. Damn, Fox. I done sent you $1,000
Really?
since you been on Snapchat. 960.
Oh wow.
20 payments for just bullshit.
Just to be my friend.
Right? I ain't gave you nothing since January 29th, though. When I bought that sweet potato from you.
I do like sweet potatoes.
They are something to
Dude,
like.
I got some nice big sweet potatoes up there right now.
I was looking at them in that bowl the other day.
Man, they're humongous. He's staring at you.
Nah,
What you staring at, mister?
you don't want these problems. Don't get these skibbity paps.
Yeah?
You look sad.
Yeah, well.
He not. He
Half
not.
his fucking shit's been cut off.
He said it's just the angle. Cause the way he jumped down like this, let me see if I can go fuck up. Do it, sir. In the name of the law.
Oh my goodness.
Fox, I don't know how much my food was, but I'm finna send you $15.
How are you doing, buddy?
It just seems like an appropriate number.
An appropriate number? Well,
I saw that meal was $10 by itself. I saw that.
yeah. What, yeah, I didn't watch shit else.
Fox, and you tell you what surprised me that I didn't think was gonna be good was good.
Oh.
Tom and Jerry.
Oh, I watched it. It was funny.
Yeah, it got me right together. I was like, oh,
it was
this
not
is
bad. I
good.
mean, it's Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
Courtney, what's her name? I like her. The kick-ass chick.
Chloe, Grace Moretz. She got another movie coming out.
Yeah, where she plays like a
Aviator
pilot.
bitch. Yeah. Shooting at some creature or something. I remember that. Yeah, trying
Yeah, it
to
looks
protect
like it's
some book.
like crazy.
Fantasy type movie. We shall see. I need to look up the schedule to see what does HBO Max have coming out next. Because Fox, if these are the last days of WandaVision, if we're going to continue to do this, we're going to have to find something else to talk about.
Well, I mean, Falcon starts right up after.
Now that's going to take, I'm going to have to brush up for you people on that. Because I know Captain America, but his B-sides or his sidekicks, I don't know.
I think it's going to be more MCU canon than anything else.
But if WandaVision is any indication, that bitch is probably going to have so many Easter eggs in it, so many callbacks to the comic book. Supposedly, like, I don't know how true it is, but supposedly the Black Captain America is well, I don't think he's going to be Black Captain America in the MCU, but the guy that was the Black Captain America, Isaiah Bradley, in the comics, supposedly he's supposed to show up in this show, which I think makes sense because if they're doing Young Avengers, Isaiah Bradley's grandson ends up becoming one of the Young Avengers. He was the Captain America type, but he was black.
So he gets the super serum?
I mean, I think it was implied that he just, like, because he got the super serum, like, he passed on, like, super genetics, and they showed up in him. Like I told you, I don't know too much about it. I gotta go into the backstory and read a little bit more on this shit, cause I only really know Captain America, and I don't have a huge wealth of knowledge with him, cause he's like, his shit is huge. Like, out of all these comics, him and Spider-Man probably have the most comics out of everybody. Out of all the people that we discuss. I mean, but any one single person,
Oh,
I mean.
yeah. Spider-Man has like 5 different fucking versions
Yes.
himself.
And they got so many fucking, that's what I guess that is what versions are. I was about to say they got so many different iterations because Captain America is the same way. You got the black Captain America, and then you got Captain Britain, which is a spinoff.
No, I mean
Captain
like
America.
there's Amazing Spider-Man.
I mean,
there's
well,
Spider-Man. There's Spider-Man in this. Like
I get it. Yeah,
he's got so many different fucking things.
there's too many storylines to know all of them like that. Well, for me it is. But by the time Falcon and Winter Soldier get ready to fire up, I'll be well knowledged enough to be able to hold a conversation about shit.
I won't.
Well, you supposed that's I like you asking the questions because you kind of steer the conversation when you ask the questions.
Yeah, I had no idea what the fuck is happening. I just want it to happen.
Well, you have your
wanna
speculations
see- I
and you
wanna
want to
see-
see if what you think.
Because
will
I don't
happen
know,
ends up happening.
maybe Wanda is the big bad for this little arc right here, and they don't bring anybody else in. And maybe all that other stuff was just Easter eggs just to give Easter eggs, not really hints.
It's very possible. There's a lot of people that think that because
It's
Kevin
looking,
Feige's motto is keep it simple.
it's looking like it's gonna be, yeah. Because maybe I'm thinking with what happened in the last episode and at the end, it does kind of feel, it's starting to feel like she's going to be the one that causes the problems.
Yeah.
And they're going to have to deal with her. How they deal with that is one way or another, because I think Agatha's going to explain to her how powerful she is. She doesn't understand who she is. Like, she don't know what the fuck the Scarlet Witch means. I don't know what it means. So there's going to have to be an explanation.
My guess is they're gonna
Can't just go, oh, you're the Scarlet Witch. What the fuck does that mean? Why is that?
I don't know that it
is
had
it a
a-
reincarnation of somebody?
I was about to say I don't know that it had any significance in the comics. I can look that up. That'll be something for the next video if you.
No, I
remember
meant,
bringing it
like-
up. But that's what I'm finna say. I
Yeah.
can find out in the comics if what you're saying is a real thing or not. Because all I have is my speculations. I don't know for sure. I think she's like a once in a lifetime witch that comes along, or like
Yeah,
like
whatever
a
she-
prodigy witch. Like you know how like every culture, like there's this one person that's supposed to be like, oh yeah, this person is gonna come and they're gonna be like the best of us, or they're gonna be this, that, and the third. I imagine in witch culture they probably have this mythical, because you remember she told us, she was like, you're a myth. Like, so I imagine that they probably have like somebody has been passing down stories of the possibility of a witch coming along and being able to create out of nothing and rewrite the fabric of reality.
Yeah.
And up until now, it's just been like legend or tall tales, and that's probably why Agatha is so fucked up like she is, because with her being a witch, she knows who Wanda is and what she could be and who she could be. So I think she may actually be trying to do good. I think she may be trying to stop Wanda because she knows that Wanda could fucking really fuck shit up because she don't know how to use her powers. But I think at the same time, I think she's interested in either A, learning, or B, stealing those powers as well. Because for whatever reason, she probably feels like, because she's the more experienced witch, she probably feels like she can handle the powers. She can deal with it. So there's that. But I personally, I think Agatha is just a speed bump. Now how long it take to roll over her ass remains to be seen. Because as much as I like Catherine Hahn and I would love to keep her around, like, that character is just not a strong like character. And then also added to the fact, you're not finna have her, I guess maybe she's not gonna take, the thing is not for her to take her out, but you want me to believe that she can hold her own up against Wanda in a fight if it came down to
Not
it.
just Wanda and
Oh right, and Monica, if she comes on, if she decides to help too, because if Agatha is the big bad, then why power Monica up so quickly?
because she's OP against Agatha.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like why power her up so quickly if Agatha is the big bad. Because you feel like, okay, yeah, this bitch was finna kill Thanos, like crush him like a grape. So this bitch is not likely the fucking challenge that she thinks she is.
I mean, she's actually, to be honest, the knowledge she has and the fact that she can control, kind of fuck over her magic.
But she also spoiled it too. She gave up her fucking, because I think this is gonna come back to bite her in her ass. She gave up her one of the rules when she told her only the witch with the runes can cast her magic inside the
Right.
space.
And they're not inside right now anyway. They're outside.
They're not, but she can put fucking runes on the hex, and
But
she can make it
doesn't
to
know
where.
what rooms are. That's the problem. She'd have to. I don't think she's like intelligent. Like she'd have to be able. No, that requires.
I don't think it's a reach, especially if she were able to.
Yeah.
Huh? Damn, that was quick.
Sometimes with that part that allows muscle or whatever.
Right.
Hey, did you wake up too? Hi.
He was up. He's in here annoying me.
Nah,
You bothering Dad? Hmm?
that's what I'm
What you
gonna do.
Is that what you're doing? Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Child, if you got Six and Impossible, I want to be your partner.
What? Have you? Oh, that's what I was going to talk about.
That dog jumping that cliff?
Have you heard of NBA Top Shot?
No. What is that?
It's they're called NFTs. It's basically they're like packs of cards, but they're actual video of like say like one of Steph Curry's 3-pointers where he makes it and he fucking lands on his ass and slides 20 feet. You know how he does that sometimes?
Right.
It'll be like that type of thing. And you'll own it. And it's in a pack, and it'll only be in the pack you could get like 75. There's 75 versions of it. And they're like some of them is sold for thousands of dollars. Like,
Thanks, babe.
yep. It's kind of crazy. Like thousands of dollars.
That dog jumping that river made you think of that?
Huh?
That dog jumping that river made you think of that?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what made me think of it.
This is funny though.
Well, because it's it's artwork too, and it's like all kinds of different things. Musicians could sell you a master of their work.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really get it, but I saw that packs were like $9. I'm like, well, you could get a card that's one. I had to think of it as a card, but you could get one that's worth like $2,000.
Fox.
What?
I was listening to you, but this guy I follow he's so fucking funny. He said the randomest shit on Facebook. On Twitter.
What?
He said, imagine you're the oldest of 4. Mom can't work because she's gravely ill. Medical bills are piling up. Your drug dealing uncle offers to put you on. You don't want to, but minimum wage isn't cutting it. Reluctantly, you accept. On your first night out, Batman breaks 3 of your ribs. He's so random and so fucking funny.
Poor guy. Yeah, he does. Batman really does some shit, huh?
Yeah, I would sue the fuck out of his ass.
If you knew who he was.
I sue Batman.
What?
You can come before that goddamn cape. I don't give a fuck. And my case will be, how is he justified in beating my ass when he can so clearly bring me in without bodily injury? That's going to be my case.
What do you mean? Oh, because he's so good with jiu-jitsu and shit?
You know, all these different forms of karate and all this shit. Got all these different gadgets and weapons. I don't want to hear shit. You could easily bring me in without whooping my ass, bitch. Don't play with me.
Why do you think Batman got so popular?
No fucking idea.
He's
Maybe
not-
because of Adam West. I don't know.
Hey! Whoa, whoa!
Sir.
Dad?
Oh, you just said fuck the video.
Yeah, what a prick.
Right? You ass white.
Yeah, but no, I mean, there's some good stories. Like
Maybe it's the detective shit. And then too, I mean, he has a really good rogues gallery, let's be honest. Like, his villains are pretty top tier. Like,
yeah, but most of them are. I mean, almost all of them are just humans.
not all of them. Bane, Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy. Oh yeah. What she can?
I don't really count.
She can talk to plants.
She can manipulate them, like make them grow. Like she can give off a toxic pheromone. But you are right. Most of his villains are humans.
It
But
would have to be. He is.
true. And then they got most of them is gadgets. Like that's how they get by. Like I remember the TV show. Every goddamn time he thought he had the penguin. When I tell you that bitch had an umbrella for every fucking occasion. Baby, one of them will spin and hypnotize your ass. One of them had guns. They can shoot. Man, I tell you, that motherfucking umbrella did everything you needed it to fuck to. Because Batman could never seem to catch his fat ass. I'm like, bitch, he fat. He can't even run from you. Yeah. It used to get me every time.
He's a mob boss. That's why. I mean, if you think about it, he's like a mob boss.
And
The boss always gets away with it, and the criminals get caught.
he live on the ground too, so it's hard to track him and know what he be doing and shit.
Yeah, because he can live in.
That nigga was in the sewers.
That's going to be an interesting character.
Yeah, for
Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell.
Uh-huh.
I wonder, and we're probably not gonna get to see the fall, or maybe we will. He was getting chased by somebody in that movie,
Cops, yeah, or Batman maybe.
but he's got to get like disgraced and have his
Was
fall
he a
from glory.
businessman or a politician?
He was a politician.
That goes crazy.
It's got something to do with his parents, too. He found out he was adopted or something like that.
Danny DeVito, though.
Man, I don't give a fuck what you say. Danny DeVito, he must not have known that was the bodysuit that them people was gonna put on him. Cause when I tell you,
when he's at the end, he's got his fucking
yes, them fucking long johns on.
Yeah.
I'm like, sir, ain't no way you agreed to waddle around in this dirty ass these long johns, looking all kinds of ill shaped and ill formed. That body was hard. When he fell on his stomach, oh my God, Fox, I lost it. That body was bad news, bitch. No, oh baby, that got me together. I'm like, bitch, you couldn't just be perfectly round. What is this body? What is this body, girl? You couldn't have known that they was gonna shape you like this.
It's Tim Burton, so
that's all I can think about whenever I see that movie. Oh, and then the one scene when
love that goddamn movie.
Mm-hmm. The one scene where I think it was him and somebody.
Because it's Catwoman and him in that second movie.
I feel like it might have been him and Catwoman, but it was him and somebody.
Because Christopher Walken plays Catwoman's villain.
And they was giving him a fish. And he was eating the fish and talking to them while he was walking around. Damn, I can't remember who, and he's scared.
Christopher Walken. Because Christopher Walken plays one of the executive bads. He's the one that causes Mr.
Oh no, yeah, he was the one that pushed Selena Kyle out the window. Max something.
Yeah. Where she finds out she has 9 lives.
That cat said, girl, come here, let me bless you. What?
Jerome says, Rasta says, yo ass got the munchies. Hello, laughed my ass off. Bless my friend.
I came over here high as hell. I mean, hungry as hell, too.
Yeah, if you had showed up yesterday, you'd had some great ass pizza.
Where'd you get it from?
This place I get from, around me.
What's the name of it?
Called Nick's.
Damn, you didn't want to come up off the secret? Okay.
They're already so good that they like do so good that they're closed on Mondays and Sundays.
Well,
dude, have you seen the line?
Unless they deliver to Detroit.
I know you haven't seen. I know you probably haven't seen it, but the lines. Have you seen the on the news or anything about the fucking lines for Chick-fil-A? Oh my goodness, dude. The first week of golf. I'm not kidding. Like it's in a parking lot, like a mall parking lot, and the parking lot's full to the point where they're still on the fucking road, a half mile.
Have you had Chick-fil-A before?
Yes.
These folks ain't never had Chick-fil-A. Well, that shit is good as fuck to them. Bitch, I couldn't have threw this burger together any worse.
You wait 3 fucking hours for food you could have drove 3 hours to get.
I mean, and that may be true. Yeah, that may be true. Like, that you could have went to the Chick-fil-A on the other side of town.
Yeah.
And probably got home before you got out that line.
Oh, you want some food too? So
but
I gotta make sure he sees that I put some stuff in there, or you know.
I guess that's the shit that people go through because I don't give a fuck. I love Chick-fil-A to death. Even though they don't like gay people, I feel bad for liking them, but they food is delicious. I just try to be as gay as fuck whenever I go in there, bitch, and let them know, girl, I'm gay.
Good.
Y'all people don't like us, but fuck y'all.
Huh?
I said Chick-fil-A is one of the restaurants that I hate liking because
yeah, dude, it's
their CEO is not a.
No, he's a dick.
Yeah, he doesn't like gay
family. It's a family that's Christian as fuck.
Mm.
So they got my problems. But you're right.
Well, food is fucking delicious.
We had it in Iowa when I went to Worlds, and I think I had it in the South at one point.
Mm-hmm.
No, we had it. Me and Braden had it when we went to fucking Sweden. Yep, because it's in the airport.
Mm.
So the line in Iowa was normal. Like it was a normal line, and it was kind of quick too because they come out to the fucking car.
That line will go down normal. It's just that Chick-fil-A still new.
Brand fucking new.
Yeah, it'll go down.
Like silly new.
It's like that at the Chipotle. They just opened the Chipotle downtown. Well, It's on the east side. Back killer last
Like a
time.
Chipotle?
Yup.
You guys
It's
don't have a Chipotle downtown?
nope.
Really?
Closest one is Allen Park.
Wow. That's kind of surprising.
Now there's one on the east side though.
Allen Park. I mean, there's one up here on 12 Mile.
Well, I guess that's about the same distance.
What is it, 12 or 14? 14 Mile. 14 Mile.
It is not the same distance there.
What's 2 miles extra? Then it would be. You're right. I guess that's not the same distance if it's 2 miles extra. Valid
Sure.
point. You don't have to shove it in my face.
I mean, I'm just
Rude.
saying. I'm just saying.
It's CO on tip. Me and Gosu Babylon food dat. Just giving you a shout out, my friend. See you soon. I read that all backwards. That must be on my fucking anime thing. Or my anime, my manga. Dude, this one is so good. It's such a cool little story so far. Just about this dude who's an assassin, he quits. It's like a John Wick type thing. Except for he's still with his wife. And she makes him not kill people. And it's fun.
What is the name of it?
Sagamato Days. He's a retired assassin, and they're trying to kill him because he's a retired assassin, so you know how it is. Once in the game, you're always in the game. But they can't kill him because he's like the retired, he is the John Wick of this situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's super fat.
Right.
Like, he's like super, like, chubby, and then when he gets going, like, if he really puts on, like, starts fighting, he'll lose the weight, and then he'll be his former power. Like, he's a little, like, as a chubby guy, he's a little, like basically a dude, like he's wearing weights.
Right.
And then he'll lose the fat during that first round of you kicking his ass because you think, you know, you're stronger. And then he's like, okay, I'm back to normal. And he's skinny again because he was skinny when he was an assassin. And there's a guy in there that can read minds. Like, he's building himself a cool little family of ex-assassins type thing.
Okay.
It's just, it's a good one. It's one of those ones I think that's going to be a real good anime when it comes out. It'll be fun. And the same with, like, this Kaiju number 8. It's going to be really, it's got some, the monsters are just, they're Kaijus is what they call them. And they're just fucking huge. They're these giant things that all different shapes. Some are fucking, you know, fighter pilots, and some are soldiers. And then you got the dudes that are the generals who are in different looking, like, badass Kaijus. They can repair themselves. So it's like this whole, you blow off one's head and then it grows it back real quick type thing. Man, it's going to be interesting to see how they do Wolverine. I tell you what. The animation now is so much better. So you could literally have his arm ripped off and have it back in a second.
He
He can't have his arm ripped off anyway because of the adamantium.
I mean, you can have the skin ripped off.
Yeah, but not the actual, the skeleton won't separate. Are the tendons made of fucking vibranium? Not vibranium.
I'm assuming. They never really explained it, but I'm assuming all his cartilage is still his cartilage because supposedly the adamantium it only bonded to his bone.
What? He's staring at you.
She is too.
I know, she's a crackhead like that.
What the fuck y'all want with me?
She's eyes are way more piercing. Oh, yeah, you're right. It's
'Cause
only his bones. But, so how do they not How does his arm not get ripped off? Would he have to stick it there and it would just grow back? Because you can't grow the metal bone. That's one of the reasons.
I mean, with the metal bone, it's pretty much indestructible.
I know, but they're not connected together. They don't. Metal doesn't. It's cartilage that holds it.
The way I took it to mean was they went in a liquid, so it literally just enveloped his bones and nothing more. And all the joints and ligaments and all that stuff is still like regular joints and ligaments.
Right. I get that.
Oh, so yeah, I get what you're saying.
How would they not be able to rip off an arm? Like, if it gets broken in half. Deadpool makes sense. He
I guess
just
you could.
regrow himself.
I guess he could. I mean, he could too. He just wouldn't be able to regrow the adamantium.
Yeah.
Which is how he could get rid of. Well, no, because then you still got it in your head. Maybe you take off one appendage at a time, and after it grow back, then you take off your head and let it grow back.
Doesn't he get ripped in half by
Hulk?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He must have to have his body next to itself to repair itself.
I don't think so. I think it's like Deadpool. Instead of like the two pieces like fusing back together, like he would just grow a new lower half. I think Deadpool kind of like set the stage, or set the stage for how his regeneration factor is going to work, because we haven't had anybody in the MCU yet that has like instant regeneration. That's not something they've shown yet. Fox. I don't know what the fuck you was talking about.
What?
I felt so much better eating that deluxe crispy chicken.
I felt the salt.
Yeah, them
in
fries.
my body right now.
I missed the salt on them fries. I ain't gonna hold you up.
Yeah,
But-
the fries are a killer. And they used to be better, I guess.
I don't know how. Them bitches feel like they had an all-time high to me right now.
Because they were more filling.
Oh, child.
You would be able to... Then they tasted better because they used animal fat instead of... what I was talking about. Seed fat.
I have always been a fan of motherfucking McDonald's fries.
What is psychonics?
Psionics.
Yeah.
Mental stuff like telepathy.
Wolverine's got psionics? It says he has superhuman stamina, superhuman agility, superhuman reflexes.
It's supposed to like because of the healing factor, like his brain is like it's like in perfect condition or something like that. He can access all of his memories or something.
Oh, because his brain never breaks down.
Yeah, I don't think it's like oh he has telekinesis or maybe that's what it is. I think he's like shielded from telepathy.
Oh, because his brain. Yeah, it would make sense.
Reading his brain would probably be like reading a book where the words keep changing.
Yeah, and it could be too much.
Like, I mean, he has been pretty. But I always just assumed that the metal plate in his head from the adamantium was what stopped people from being able to read his mind.
That might be it.
Fluff butt.
Yeah, but Xavier definitely reads his mind at some points.
Well, I mean, I don't count him. Like, he's like the most powerful telepath on the planet. Like, I don't think there's a man on the planet he can't reach. I mean, with Cerebro, they never had him do anything like that in the movies by himself, but in the comics, yes, absolutely. Like, this motherfucker was just randomly thinking, oh, let me search for where this bitch at on the entire fucking globe and find this bitch. Oh, she's in Australia, girl. That's where we gotta go. Get in the Quinjet. Let's go. Oh no, the Quinjet is the Avengers. X-Men had the X-Jet.
Yeah. They did a Death to Wolverine thing.
That's where the Old Man Logan story come from,
No, this one is 2014. He somehow a virus from the multiverse or the microverse turned off his healing factor, and so he went, found out it was the Dr. Abraham Cornelius that did it. He defeats them and blah blah blah.
Fox.
Oh wow.
What if
what he does is he slices open the container of metal and it covers them and basically kills them.
What if? But see, I don't want them to do that though. I don't know what I want them to do. I really don't. But you may have just gave Wolverine an origin story for the MCU.
Why?
Like, what if they do the opposite and say a virus like activates his
Activates everyone's X gene. Yeah, but he would have to be really old. But he could be. He could be super old and then go back to young because the virus.
I was about to say, like, yeah, what if it clicks on his regenerative factor and he...
Well, he was actually supposed to be born in 1800, so he'd have to be over...
He'd be dead.
140 years old.
You could say he looks like an 80 or 90 year old because he is a mutant, but and that's why he survived to 140. You could say he's a mutant and that's why he's lived that long.
Or they did experiments on him with the fucking...
I was about to say he has ties to the Weapon X program. I mean, to the Super Soldier Serum. If I'm not mistaken, him and Captain America have ties together. Captain America rescued him.
Captain America eventually got old.
Eventually.
Yeah, but then he wouldn't have the claws.
That's another thing too that's tricky. Like, how they gonna do that? Are they gonna introduce him as Wolverine with the bone claws, or?
I don't like that. I think that's stupid.
You know what it was, right? It was just. Oh, did you watch Power from Netflix?
No.
Oh, well, they were talking about how that's a defense mechanism that animals have, using their own bones as weapons. Like,
that's
some
why
animals
he
can do that.
retained his memories.
Because his brain kept healing.
Yeah, in the House of M. Yeah.
Yep. Like, you can't... Like, his brain keeps healing, yeah. So, they're going to have somebody to take that role or play that part. Or, if they want to somehow say Wolverine has been around this whole time and just decided to keep his powers to himself and didn't come out until now, only because he's the only person that recognizes that things are different.
I don't know. That's hard.
That's what I was about to say, but that's a stretch though, because I mean it wouldn't be hard for people to believe if you change the reality. It wouldn't be hard for people to believe if you cast the right person.
I think maybe when things go back, like, because they're obviously gonna fix it. So when it's fixed, that's probably when we're gonna see things stay. I think at some point, I think it's gonna be more of a, like with Monica. Monica got unlocked because of the fact that she walked through the thing multiple times. The last time she went through it, she got stuck in it.
Yes, but that's...
And it wasn't until the powers came onto her.
But some mutants... some of them, like, because of, like, their age and their background, you gotta get them a different story, I think. A different way in. Because, like nobody wants to see a new Wolverine. Like, oh, he's Wolverine, but he changed into Wolverine or became Wolverine at like 40 or some shit. Like, if you gonna give us Wolverine, like we kind of want that backstory. You just gonna have to make him come from another universe or something. Say in this other universe.
What's gonna happen? To be
that's
honest.
what I'm gonna be fine with. But
no, what could happen is
Storm. Like, you can't just blow that origin away.
Yeah, but she could be like, you have Wakanda hiding from the rest of the world. Storm could have been someone who was hiding from the rest of the world. You know what I'm saying? Like Wolverine too. You're right. Because if you,
I was about to say, if she could,
Wakanda, if you take in the way they did it with Wakanda,
right?
They literally were like, "Nah, we've been here the whole time. We just didn't let you know we were here."
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's going to be a few mutants that are going to be like that, where they had the powers, but they just weren't about, because maybe Wolverine already been tested on in the 80s or 60s or whatever it is. So because of that, he does the whole lone wolf thing, because he does spend a good portion of his life in the wilderness alone.
True.
There's no call to action for him. And if he's in Canada where it's not really affecting him, then Wanda pops up and his fucking wife is all of a sudden gone. Or the snap.
Now that would be
maybe he had a girl who he lost because of the snap. Because remember, WandaVision's all happening right after the snap. Not snap,
after the blip.
The blip. So in that time period, you know, other things could be happening around the world that we don't know what's happening, because, you know, it's just how it works.
Yeah, they could do a whole fucking series on what happened in the 5 years while everybody was gone.
Yeah, which could have turned Wolverine into Wolverine.
Yeah. The only movies that talked about it was Spider-Man showed a little bit of it.
This is the only thing that showed any real.
Yeah. That
blip thing coming back. That was
true. Yeah. Thinking about that happening like everywhere, like airports and all different. That shit was chaos. No, I'm just saying, like,
think about
places of large gathering, like where a lot of people gather.
You were in the middle of the fucking air over the ocean.
They already debunked that. They said that you would appear where your last chemical signature was at, and if your last chemical signature was in the plane, so you would appear wherever the plane is.
Okay.
Not just in the air randomly.
Yeah, because it feels like.
Because I thought that too. Like, people, because everybody was up in arms and mad about it. Because it was like, so you just saying people died? Like, they just poofed back in the middle of the air and fell to their death? Like, what the fuck?
I mean, that's not a bad theory.
It's not. It's not.
It's truthful, because if you literally snap back in the exact same spot where you were just at.
That is true, except it's not the same spot so much as it's the same, like, it's the chemical signature. Like, I imagine, like...
I mean, they can sugarcoat it how they want. But I would have been... Because it's Disney. They're not going to let you have the world talking about the fact that they basically just mass murdered.
Which is why I don't think that people are starving to death in their hex. Because they're not going... I don't think they would do that.
I don't think they're going to starve to death. But
Fair
I think
point.
the ones
Fair
on the
point.
outside edge were. If they had been left there for a week. But I think she's going to do something to where everyone's just going to have full control of themselves. Just they're going to think they're in this reality. Like you said. or she's gonna. Her playing with the realities now causes her to start cracking it. Like the reality itself. Hold on, you add in Loki, you add in what happened with Endgame and other stuff that's happened. Because remember, Thanos left his fucking reality.
Yeah, that is true.
You know what I'm saying? So
he not
you
only
don't know what
him
kind of
and
things
Gamora and Nebula.
Yeah, with her doing her. Yeah, Nebula's in this one too.
Yeah, they all three of them left.
Yeah.
They and two of them are still alive.
Yep. So that could, it's a combination of all that plus her playing with the realities, and then which could bring in Kang, like you said.
I still think the Infinity Stones are gonna have some say.
Yeah, because if people feel like they can go back and get them.
No, I think one, Loki still has the test or had the Tesseract as far as we know, because from the looks of it in the Loki series, he doesn't keep it or end up with it. I'm assuming the TVA takes it when they arrest him.
Doesn't he have it when Thanos kills him?
Yes.
He's still like, it's crazy. He's still like.
And I was about to say the only reason he had it was because he stole it. He had just stole it from Asgard,
which it would have been at Asgard.
I mean, which Asgard was finna get fucked up, but I mean,
it was going to be gone.
That's what I'm saying. It was finna,
so
it
the
was finna
Infinity
get
Stone
destroyed.
would have been destroyed. So if he'd have left it there, it would have stopped the whole thing from happening.
Probably not destroyed. Thanos probably would have found that bitch.
Well, he would have gone to the Time Stone and got it back.
Or rerouted and went to get the Time Stone first. But it could have altered things. Obviously, you don't want
because another thing to consider, if you have multiple realities, that means there's multiple realities just like the one that we were in that fail.
Yeah, so there's one where
that fail and don't
actually all of the other ones.
No, that's all the other plans. I'm saying there's going to be a reality that
I mean, you got to think about it. If there was only one in a billion chance that we succeeded, or 14 billion, I think he said different scenarios. There was only one where we succeeded. You got to imagine that out of all the infinite universes, maybe this is the only one where we does succeed.
Where Thanos realizes that there's one universe that he failed in, and he just keeps trying and trying and trying.
I don't know. I hope they don't, personally, because I like Thanos. But I think he served his purpose. Like,
yeah, he brought them together.
Yeah, and nothing like that should fuck with him ever again.
He brought the galaxy to the planet.
He brought them together, but he also destroyed them.
No, I meant he brought the galaxy. He brought the world, the outside world to, because you got Guardians of the Galaxy was all because of him. You know what I'm saying? Like all that's Thanos is the reason why you were able to get outside the planet. Because remember, all the baddies were all dudes that were just inside the Earth.
Right, that's another reason why I feel like we may be done with him.
Oh yeah, we're done with them. I can't see them bringing them back.
Supposedly they said they was going to show a young version of him in the Eternals.
That's different. That's completely different.
It's probably going to be like a scene where they go to his home planet. Because supposedly, I think his race of people are the villains for that movie, the Deviants.
Maybe they're attack Earth for the first time. So he would have known, which means he would have known about them. Maybe he's the reason why. Maybe he's the reason why they didn't know anything. They weren't conscious. Because
I don't think he
they
knew.
Could have stopped them.
I don't think he knew they were here because supposedly the plot story says that like they've been here like in disguise, hidden.
Yeah.
And it was the blip or the snap that woke him up. So I don't think he knew they were here, and obviously they didn't know they were here and what they were hiding from and who they were or anything. They was just here living their lives out as regular humans. And the snap happened, and they probably one or a few of them got dusted, and when they came back as probably as their actual selves, and then so the story is probably that movie probably takes place. Maybe that one will be the one that will really show us more of what happened, because that movie is probably going to take place like right after the blip.
Yeah, but it's gonna be. I thought it was gonna be more of a history lesson.
That's what I think it is too. But I think like that's probably how it's going to start like that, and probably be intercut with flashbacks of like who these people are, where they come from, and things of that nature.
Well, yeah, of what they've done and why they forgot.
Yep. Because in order for them to...
Who's their bad guy? You don't even know
The
who they
Deviants?
are, yeah.
I was about to say, it's just, I mean, I don't know if there's any one...
I've never seen an Eternals comic in my life.
Have I ever seen it? I'm sure I've read one online. I don't think I've ever seen an actual copy, hard copy of an Eternals comic. It was a Avengers Easter egg in Nomad Land. I don't know what the fuck that is.
What? There was?
Yeah, that's what it said. Eternals director Chloe Zhao explains Avengers Easter egg in Nomad Land.
That's Chelsea watched that. It's about that lady that loses her husband and just in her house and becomes a fucking nomad. Well, I'm not gonna watch it. Just explain it.
I mean,
Well, how did they explain it?
I'm gonna look at it because I was about to say, because I didn't even look at the fucking.
It's got that.
Oh,
one,
she directed it. That's
It's got
why.
that one lady. She's really badass. She's
Frances McDormand.
Yeah, she's super badass actress. Did you say actor or actress now?
Actor.
You just call everyone actor?
Yeah.
Why? I mean,
Because the actor is always seen as like he's an
Someone-
actor.
yeah.
But the actress is always seen as like secondary. She's an actress.
Okay. Well, I'm just curious. It
I
sounds.
mean,
it
I
kind of
don't
feels.
think I've ever had to explain it.
It feels. That's one that feels a little 84ish doublespeak, where they kind of like simplify the words,
Mm-hmm.
simplify the language. The more simple the language is, the easier they are to control. But if women feel like it's, I understand that from that perspective though, because I get it. If the condensation always ends up being paid less and
Yeah.
everything is less, then yeah, get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? If they don't want to be, it's just another way for people to discriminate against women. There's no need for it.
Well, I mean, it wasn't really a.
Well, yeah, actresses got paid less than an actor.
True.
You know what I'm saying? But should a woman compete? Like, they're gonna be like still a female and a male leading roles, right? Type shit awards.
Yes.
I don't know.
They still do that. Yeah, they still do best leading actress, best leading actor. That may not be
Deshaun
popular.
asked me if cancel culture is going too far. And I said, it's been going too far for a long time. It's just now affecting people who are bullies and they're bitching about it. Because your man got fired for telling the guy to get his fucking shit together. That's cancel culture.
Yeah.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. That some of you get fired for saying an F word, not just one time. Not even. I'm yelling at this dude and I'm making him feel like shit, and then he tells and I do it again, and I do it again, and I do it again. No, it's... You didn't even, like, there's no perspective, it's just you said the word, you're gone. And that's been happening in the corporate world for a long time.
In some instances, I don't know, because I've always been quick to cut a bitch off. So, I think cancel culture for me has been going on like most of my life.
Yeah, okay. Is it cancer culture or is it just repercussions for your actions?
Well,
There's a difference because there are some people, again, if you can't even say fuck at a corporate meeting or in a, not even a meeting, just in the corporate world, how do they not expect you to get fired if you're literally saying shit that's derogatory in certain people's world, especially in the corporate world? Because if you said anything that Gina bitch said in public, like in an office, you would have been fired in a minute. So it's like I don't understand how they don't get that. That's not something that they don't care. Like, it doesn't make sense. It's just because she's an actress and she's allowed to have her freedom of speech over here. And I'm not saying she can't say it.
Fuck that.
You're just gonna have to deal with the repercussions of saying what the fuck
and that's
you're
what
saying.
I always tell people. Like, this freedom of speech does not mean freedom from punishment.
Right.
Just because you can say what you want don't mean
But
you ain't gonna...
there is. I've heard some stories of some shit that doesn't make sense.
Well, they said
So
they trying to say Pedro Pascal should be fired for some shit he said. The guy that played the Mandalorian. Supposedly he had some shit to say. I didn't look it up because at the end of the day...
Oh, she just... her shit was basically... She tweeted...
I know what she said.
Conservatives... Oh, with him?
I don't know what he said.
Oh.
I never heard him saying something derogatory. I never heard nothing about that. But supposedly he said something...
Well, it's the problem is it's the right bitching about something that they don't give two shits about as long as it doesn't affect them. Because that's the problem. Now it's affecting people. Oh, it's okay. Again, in the corporate world, anything that any of these people said, if anybody had said any shit they say on Fox News and they weren't on Fox fucking News, if they were on a fucking back 10 years ago a reputable station, they'd have got fired.
You see that video of that bitch that did the Heil Hitler thing at Trump?
No, who did that?
I don't know where this video come from, but the fact that this bitch did this shit blatantly got me together.
Dude, they're blatant. They don't give a shit. It's pretty amazing how blatant they are, and it's really amazing that people don't see it. I mean, it's so fucking blatant that it makes it feel like it's not real. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, there was that stage. You seen that meme of that stage that they got at the CPAC? And how if you look at it and you look at the fucking Nazi SS's logo that they had on one of their fucking things, it looks exactly like it. And if you look at the stage, you're like, yeah, that's just feels way too fucking obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it doesn't make fucking sense. Is that you can't be that fucking stupid. Why would you do that? Who are you signaling to on that? Like, is it really for a signal? Is it to show, hey, we can do that? I don't get it. Why would you do it?
Now, bitch, you wrong for that. I'm trying to show you something on my phone, and this bitch want to act stupid.
Who? Your
On
phone?
my fucking phone. I got 3 bars, but this bitch spinning. She like, girl, I ain't got no service. And I'm like, bitch, where?
Here?
I got 3 whole fucking bars. What are you talking about? And the 5G is on. Like, sis, I do got a shit ton of fucking apps and shit open. But still, you should be fine to go, Twitter. What is you doing? Me go inside. Me go back inside. There we go. There this bitch go.
I mean, look at this.
No, you look at this.
Look at that. Whoa. That was wicked. But yeah, look at it. That doesn't just... I mean...
What the fuck is that?
Okay, that's a Nazi.
Oh, I see
symbol.
that. Okay, I was...
And there's a CPAC. It seems a little bit too obvious. Like, I don't know. That one feels a little like...
I'm telling you, Foz, these motherfuckers is...
Then you haven't watched
What they
Hunters
can
yet.
get away with.
You haven't watched that Hunters with Al Pacino yet, have you? On Amazon Prime?
What is that? My bad.
It's about the Nazis. It's about
My bad.
a group of Jewish people in the 60s and 70s that hunted down the Nazis that escaped to America and killed them. Like the one bitch was known for, she was a chemist and she worked for NASA, and she basically had made the poisons that they use at the gas chambers. So she went to go take a shower. She jumped in her fucking glass shower and it fucking locked on her, and it fucking they gassed her out with her own shit in the shower. That's how they fucking killed her.
Child, if it's up, then
But they
it's
tell you
up,
that like one of the
it's
first
up.
stories you hear about the fucking Nazis is this dude. One of the guys that they hunt down is he loved chess, and there was this famous Jewish chess player back then who was supposedly like the best of the best.
Right.
And so he was in the concentration camp, and they would have chess games, but it was live humans as the pawns, as the pieces, and he controlled one side, the guy controlled the other, and when the piece was taken, the other human had to stab the other human and kill him. Yeah.
I would have rebelled like a motherfucker. Girl, I'm not doing this
He
shit.
never lost. The Jew guy never lost. I don't want that sounds bad, but yeah, the guy in the concentration camp, the champ, never lost. And he's still like, dude, he just you would go to the hill, you'd see people leave for the hill, and they'd never come back. It's because they played chess with live humans.
Mm-mm.
Fucking insane. People would this one dude would have singing contests, and he would just, if you were off key, if you were wrong in a note, he'd just bash your head in. And the last one living was the winner of the day. Yeah, it was. This is the stuff that they talked about. Like, this is shit that happened, and then they go and hunt these motherfuckers down. And it turns out that the Nazis were pretty much running the fucking government in the late 60s, early 70s. Not technically, but there was some dudes on the Nazis' payroll.
I'm not surprised.
Like, they were running shit from behind.
I'm not surprised.
So it wouldn't be surprising now if this is their last gasp.
That's most likely what it is, because motherfuckers ain't with that shit no more like that.
No. The world's been proved. Even science proves that diversity works better than
Right. I'm not give a fuck about that singularity shit.
Well, singularity is going to happen, whether you like it or not, or want it to happen.
I'm saying people don't care about keeping to themselves because of race and shit.
Oh, no. Not anymore, because we've learned that
Right.
humans are humans.
I'm not going to mingle with black people.
Well, it was because you believed that they were different than you. They weren't
Well,
the same.
they still passing that shit down.
Some are, yeah. No.
Because their children is believing that shit and continuing to live the same shit. Like, children don't know no fucking race.
No. When you raise kids without it, it doesn't really affect them.
Right. They can live their life peacefully.
Well,
But what do I know? I ain't never been no parent.
Huh?
I said, but what do I know? I ain't never been no parent.
True.
But I'm still telling you, Fox Mephisto finna be in this fucking show.
You think so?
Fox. I just feel it. And all them devil references in Falcon and Winter Soldier. I just feel it.
We're still waiting for the guy that he wanted to play with forever in his life. Like,
I'm gonna flip my whole fucking wig if it's Al Pacino or it's fucking Mephisto. I can't believe I saw that.
so what?
That's who people. I mean, that's one of the rumors going around.
But would you rather it be that or Magneto?
I saw that too.
Neither of them have any foot to stand on.
Right. Fuck a leg, they ain't got a foot. First of all, they seem to be doubling down on her parents. They have like said their names multiple times.
They showed their death.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, their supposed death.
Right, letting you know Magneto is not her daddy.
Well,
I mean, as far as we know now, because you could just as easily, I mean, I don't know why you would paint her dad in such a, create a dad for her and then paint him in such a bad light. But
maybe he escaped somehow. He thinks the kids are dead. I don't want that dude to be Magneto.
No, not about selling sitcoms.
Maybe Magneto's just her father in some dimensions.
I mean,
She's a Nexus being, which means she's always the same in every iteration, even if it's different parents. Correct?
it was my understanding that with her being a Nexus being, I thought it meant she can exist in any dimension. Not that she is. Because I don't think there's another Scarlet Witch like in multiple dimensions.
I thought you said that Nexus meant that she's the same iteration in every single one. Like, you would have different versions of Quicksilver, but every time you see a Wanda, she's always the same looking Wanda.
Well,
ask Cut, he'll know.
To say that back, I mean, I guess I was saying if she were to traverse the multiverse, like she is Wanda throughout the multiverse. Like there's not like different versions.
So there's only one version of her.
Yes.
She's only born in one version.
Yes, like there's just her. There, like because she's a Nexus being, she can exist in other realities and dimensions without like breaking things or fucking shit up. Because she can exist in all.
Okay. Who's Quicksilver?
Quicksilver's Petro. That's
No,
Wanda's
that's
It's a
mother.
construct.
No, you haven't watched.
Oh,
But
who is Quicksilver?
he's not her brother, obviously, and it was.
Well, they were both stolen. They were both adopted. I say adopted. They were both stolen by Magneto, but they were stolen from an orphanage. So they were both separate orphans that were told their whole lives that they were brother and sister.
This story is crazy.
Yeah, and then you know
They
their
had
whole
a
youth.
cow for a maid, or
Yeah. Old Maid cat. Yeah.
Yep. There was because that was the milk ad in like the second or third episode when they was in the grocery store. It was like Bova milk or something like that. Supposedly.
It was at Wondagore, and that's where what's that Sasquatch guy from Marvel Universe? Is it Sasquatch? No, Wendigo. Wendigo is the
That made me think
Sasquatch.
about Charmed.
Wendigo comes from
That seems vaguely
Wondagore
familiar.
Mountain.
That's where the plant come from too. That plant that Agatha is using. Because I think that's what those roots are, and I think that's why she killed that dog, because the dog was digging up her plant. Because they had some like really crazy looking roots that was glowing purple. That didn't look normal. So I'm gonna assume that the plants mean something too.
No two Nexus beings can exist on the same plane of reality. So, Nexus beings are rare individual entities with the ability to affect probability and thus the future. Therefore, altering the flow of the universal time stream, these beings are each referred to as a Nexus, act as the keystones of the multiverse, and are crucial to its ultimate coherence and stability. Nexus beings are vigilantly watched over by cosmic forces such as the Time Variance Authority and the Timekeepers, to be aware of any temporal changes that the Nexi may cause in the time stream and act accordingly. One being alone supposedly exists on each of the parallel worlds of the multiverse, and personify the character of their respective realms and serve as a focal point and anchor of that reality.
Do they give
That's huge.
examples like
Hold on.
Fox.
Getting there.
like Uatu or no?
The physics
Uatu
of the dimensional universe also dictate that no Nexus beings can exist on the same plane of reality, and can only project onto other realms with an active Nexus being as an operation, so they can be in another world if they're in another Nexus, if they take over another person. Also have the potential to produce unbelievable powerful offsprings, as it was mentioned that any born of Scarlet Witch, Nexus being in reality 616.
Hey. Make sure you give these to double winners to me.
Yeah. Would be powerful enough to stand among the great forces of their universe and rock the cosmos itself.
That's the
Oh
setup.
wow! Each Nexus being supposedly has a powerful unique to themselves. Sorcery, psychometry, necromancy, hex power. Despite all having the potential to change probability.
And we already
Known Nexus beings include Scarlet Witch, Lore, Ellen, Aline, I guess that's how you say it, Leonard Tippett, Cease-Nag, Merlin, Kang the Conqueror, Franklin Richards of Earth 772,
That's Reed Richardson.
Vision of Earth 90110, Jean Grey of Earth 9250, and Odin Borsons of Earth 9260.
So, question.
What?
What if that's how they break the multiverse? Like,
Kang shows up? Or?
yeah. Say like Kang shows up, and him and Wanda being in the same universe at the same time is what like causes shit to go crazy. And maybe the first part of it is Wanda, Doctor Strange versus Wanda and Kang, or Kang seems like the type to come in, fuck shit up, and leave. He's not the type to stick around for a
You
battle.
said they're doing a Moon Knight movie, right?
It was a TV series.
Okay, well, Moon Knight would lead the Kang because Kang gets introduced in Moon Knight at some point because Taskmaster is who trains Moon Knight.
Right. Because, what the fuck is his name? Fuck. I can't think of his name. But he got his powers from the moon god. And then... Who the fuck was we just talking about? Kang the Conqueror.
Kang is
A version of himself is an Egyptian god.
Yeah. He's a constant.
I can't remember what the fuck his name is. But a version of him. Ra? Yeah, a version of him I know. So there's the Moon Knight connection. I can see that for sure. But the thing is, I don't know when either of these characters are going. Like, I don't know when that Moon Knight series is going to come out. Nor do I know at what point are they planning to introduce Kang the Conqueror. I only know that they both coming out at some point in time. Kang is going. The fact that they announced it, that means he finna show up somewhere. And they probably wasn't gonna be able to hide him being on set. So they went ahead and announced it. Cause people be on shit like that. But we shall see. My guess is he's probably not gonna show up in this series. I can't imagine. But because this series already has too many questions to answer within itself.
Who the hell's Lore? Is that the dude that produced Venom?
No. Well, I don't know. That might be.
See, I only know Venom is
No,
the
that's a
symbiote.
chick. Well, there's an original symbiote.
I don't know her.
Yeah.
It started out as a weapon.
Yeah, it was created. It was a weapon created by one of the Celestials, and it became its own thing, and it started making offsprings.
Yeah, and see, that's the cool thing about the Celestials, that they're the only ones that really, like, fuck up shit and affect time, and they don't, and that's why they had, like, the or the Skrull Wars, and the Secret War, not Secret Wars, when the Skrulls and the, what's Captain Marvel? The Kree and Skrull Wars happened because they were messing with it.
Lore was basically it's the Scarlet Witch from a different universe that goes around and tries to fucking kill other Nexus beings.
That's cool.
In other universes, and she ends up losing to Scarlet Witch. But she is a Scarlet Witch, basically. I bet you the other one is too. Ellen?
I have never heard of any of them people.
Universe X.
Which queen of the Amazites?
Who?
She was a Nexus being of Amazar and was driven to madness by nightmares caused by Gargan and Lore. After which her physical form was possessed by Lore until she used up its energy and moved on to the next conquest. Her spirit was among those that took vengeance on Lore and she thanked the Scarlet Witch for helping her attain final peace. So basically she was a Nexus being, because you can exist in the same realm as long as you take over the body of the other one.
Somebody took her body over and used up all the energy.
Lore did.
That's
that chick that I was just talking about.
Back, though. Because Kang was dead for a long time, and then it was like something happened and Kang took over, and he got to come back by somebody, like you said, a Nexus being getting killed, and it was actually him in secret. Oh, that's right. Kang is in those new comics, the Iron Lad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Iron Lad.
Yeah, that's his youngest persona.
Who?
Iron Lad. He's a young Avenger, but he's also Kang the Conqueror. Like he, as Iron Lad, he finds out that he's gonna be Kang in the future.
Yeah, like he he either got like stolen out of time or he gets transported.
Yeah,
later
somehow
in his life.
they was fighting somebody or doing something, and he got displaced in time and saw himself from the future. It might have been Kang. No, because when he came back with the message of knowing that Kang was gonna come back. Because if I remember correctly, then it was all about they was trying to figure out what the fuck to do to keep him from becoming Kang. And he was telling them that there was nothing they could do. All they could do was get ready for him to come back. And I don't think they was ready, because if I'm not mistaken, he came back and fucked shit up anyway.
It's like what they do kind of with Franklin. They go, Franklin Richards is going to be too big of a threat to the entire Marvel universe.
Yeah.
So they cast him out into the negative space.
Right.
And Franklin's just like floating. He's an infant just floating in negative space with
Right.
nothing, and that's when he starts creating like this whole other universe with his mind.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Because I was about to say, because he's another one that
This is some
powerful
dude
as
from a
fuck.
long time ago. 72, okay.
Go back up there again. Who is that?
Leonard Tippett. He's like, his powers are teleportation, energy blast, and he was able to disrupt the intangible vision. Strength level normal human.
Ah!
But he's still considered.
Not the normal human strength, but he's a superhero.
Oh, because he was given powers by the Watcher.
Ooh.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
I mean, most of them are. Because most of these people got created on the fly for certain problems they needed solved. So they...
Bridging arcs. Yeah.
Right. They create a character, make up a backstory super quick.
Neg. Okay. That's definitely the 70s.
Yeah,
74. Sorcerer, born in the 31st century. 3/4 of the planet could wield magic.
The dude does not look like a sorcerer with that armor or that outfit on.
Oh, it's because he can travel back in time. That's what makes him a Nexus. Nexus just means you're a being that can fuck things
You're
up.
gonna affect time or space or
The
reality. or
timeline
something
that
like
they're dealing with, yeah.
It's also that hair product that they have at every Bo-Rix.
Is it?
Yeah, you never saw the Nexus signs?
Uh-uh.
Oh, man.
Never been to Bo-Rix. I don't even know where Bo-Rix is.
It's not still... Is it still next to Farmer Jack's? Oh, well, it's not Farmer Jack's anymore. Kroger?
He's-
Second child to be birthed by Susan Storm.
Yeah, he was powerful. Franklin Richards is one of the most
Of the
powerful.
entire multiverse.
Yeah, he's powerful. Ridiculously powerful.
Of the entire multiverse. That's different than one universe.
He's powerful.
Who enslaves a version of Captain Marvel in the negative space too. Because the only way Franklin can get out of the negative space is to put someone in his place. So he puts Captain Marvel in there when he was the Green Captain Marvel,
Mm-hmm.
and Captain Marvel was just out there having like a midlife crisis because, you know, he's in the middle of nowhere.
Travel
with
to
his,
the
with his
negative
mind.
zone to collect cosmic control rod. Owned by a nihilist.
That's a big Fantastic Four.
While the Fantastic Four would succeed collecting the rod, it would be briefly stolen by Dr. Doom.
Of course it was. Victor said, "Girl, this is what I do. Let me
So,
steal
he
your
was
work,
born-
girl."
So, he just... When was he born? 92? Earth 7772? So he's like the ultimate...
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could say that. The only person I would say close to as powerful as him. I don't know, it's a stretch. Maybe Legion. But
Kang's
nah.
got such a corny ass outfit, dude.
What, you don't like that?
Man.
He's got the loincloth too.
Right, wait till
doesn't
they put that shit
Green.
in on TV when on the movies. When they come up with a design for that shit and put it on the screen, you gonna like it.
He's got the cool face though.
Yeah,
with the blue.
the blue
lines.
face. They always do well with the heroes that they got the over the top costumes.
Yeah, I'm surprised Vision caught as much steam as he did.
Man, and the fact that they was able to bring that luchador costume to life on the show, that got me together right there. I was like, wait a minute, this is look from the comics.
Yeah.
And same thing with hers, but we still haven't seen her final end all be all look. We don't know what she looks like, you know, as the Scarlet Witch.
Now, I would be cool if they created an alternate universe or arc in the MCU where it was all throwback costumes, where they're like,
So he's
so
Nathan.
you know what universe.
So he's
you're
Nathan
in.
Richards.
That'd be some dope shit to do. He's a distant relative.
No, they say he is Nathaniel Richards.
Who?
Kang.
Yes,
Probably in some.
he's a distant relative. Supposedly,
No. This,
a
but it's
descendant.
Okay, let me rephrase that. This Kang is Nathan Richards, born of the 30th century in Earth 6311. A reality where humanity never went into the Dark Ages. After centuries of advancement of warfare, peace was brought to the land by time travelers from 616 named Nathaniel Richards. Because Richards brought peace to this war-torn future, he was known as a legendary benefactor. The Nathaniel Richards born to this reality is said to be a descendant of the benefactor through Reed Richards. Although other records indicate he may also be descendant of Dr. Doom.
Ooh, that's cool.
At age of 16, intervention from his future self as Kang the Conqueror resulted in young Nathaniel to try and prevent his eventual transformation into Kang. That's crazy. So basically their kid is like throughout the multiverse, just one, like,
Fucking shit up.
depending on what iteration he is, depends on.
And that's what makes him the Nexus, because it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He will fuck shit up. Like,
Yeah,
no matter
Immortus.
what universe, it's his destiny.
I mean, there was literally one story.
You literally can't have Kang unless you have the Fantastic Four.
I mean, to an extent, yes. But since he comes from the future, that's how he can come first.
Well, he can just come from a different universe.
Or that.
Yeah, because
But
that's
I
what
mean,
he is.
that's what I'm saying.
He's
That's-
not the one from this. Because in a world where there's no Dark Ages,
Right.
who knows where we could be?
Yeah.
What was it I saw? That was Family Guy did a version of that or some shit?
What?
Where there's no Dark Ages and this is what it was like, and it was like super futuristic.
Oh. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Because like Dark Ages was like 200 years, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, and they stopped calculating time. There's like a missing, like 30-something years from the Dark Ages that they were like, yeah, things must have been so fucked up that they lost track of time and lost 30 years somewhere in there. They're like, by all calculations, like, we know, like, how, like, the
Right.
records of time before and after. They're like, yeah, they just fucked up.
Yeah, it
recording
was
of
like,
time.
this was not the time to be worried about no motherfucking shit like that. It's like, girl, these was the worst of times. These was the worst of times. Shit. Yeah.
Trying to get the blood
Okay,
off
so
the
he's
seat.
wearing a helmet.
Hard out here for a pimp.
He
Yeah,
wears
that's
a helmet like Doom.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought that was just his face. I didn't realize
No,
he was
that's like a
human.
headdress.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was a helmet. Okay, they can make that cool. They can definitely make that helmet cool as fuck.
I can't wait to see. What the fuck Wanda look like? I can't wait to see her final costume iteration.
How many more episodes? I'm about to start binging it. I just got
2.
2. All right.
Yep. This Friday and next Friday.
Well, I should. Hopefully, I'll be up to date next week.
Yeah. I'm gonna binge the fuck out of them bitches next week, Fox, from beginning all the way to the end. Finally watch the finale. I can't wait. The questions, I need them answered. And I need them not to do like they did last week and answer some questions, but ask even more. Because at the end of the episode 8, I felt like I was further away from what I thought I knew.
He's in Secret Wars too. Well, one version of him. Oh, and there's a Council of Kangs. So Kang is basically, he's like Rick.
Yes, I thought that was his face on the statues, the big statues on the Loki trailer.
Mm.
The face statues in the TVA behind the girl. I thought one of those faces was his. But that's how. I'm still thinking about how could they bring him into this universe, because like Wanda doesn't know him, so it ain't like she can call for him or bring him over from his universe. Like, so what's the motivation or what it is that causes him to, or maybe it's the same thing like Agatha. Maybe
he sees it.
Feels recognizes the power or feels the power or some shit. Him being another Nexus being, she felt it because she was a witch. So, maybe that's what the case is, and that's what leads him there. I still think the fact that bitch basically created another Infinity Stone, and the fact that Loki made off outside of that timeline with the other one, I think those two Infinity Stones.
And he always
gonna
wears the
have
helmet, huh?
Repercussions. I don't think I've ever seen. I mean, no. Not as its different forms, I don't think. Like, as a Mortis.
No, yeah, I could see that, but I mean... What's he got? Like, what kind of powers does he have?
I think he has telepathy. I think telekinesis. What is it?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Increased lifespan.
Comes with being a Nexus being like this.
Nope. Wrong. But the people of his era have improved biology to the point that they seem to age at a much slower than 21st century man. Thus, he appears to be a man in his mid-40s. Superior level intellect, political savvy, skilled combatant, master both armed and unarmed combat. He has managed to go toe-to-toe with Captain America, single-handedly held back a Mortis time-tossed army for several minutes during the Destiny War.
Alright.
don't know what the fuck that means. His indomitable will. Oh. Through sheer force of will, Kang managed to separate himself from his future counterpart in Mortis to make himself the distinct entity. Kang is absolutely fearless and will stop at nothing to accomplish his own goals. I think one of the reasons why is because he's got weapons and shit that's so powerful. Like he's got futures weapons. But it doesn't look like he didn't get any of his dad or mom's superpowers.
I mean, it can be like that. But I don't want her powers anyway. Like, she invisible? Like, girl.
She can create barriers. That's something.
And then his dad, stretch. I'm gonna stretch out.
My skin is, you can't.
I'm gonna give you a hug. Fox. Maybe.
Holy shit, Kang keeps a trophy room at the edge of space-time, which contained paraphernalia from various heroes and villains, including Captain American shields, Dr. Octopus tentacles, the Iron Man armor model 1 and 2, various helmets, a Wolverine skeleton, an Ant-Man helmet, Magneto's helmet, Ultron. It just says Ultron.
Yeah, he just got his body.
Destroyer. I don't know what that is. Thor's helmet.
That's the thing from Thor, the robot thing.
Oh, yeah. Doctor Doom's armor. Helmet of Nova. Silver Surfer's surfboard. Remains of MODOK. Sentinel. Juggernaut's helmet. Spider-Man's mask. Rogue's hood. Jesus Christ. Various heads of Hank McCoy. Because he's a beast, so he hunted them probably. Nick Fury's head. Mr. Fantastic's costume. Elektra's twin sail. Sunglasses that belong to Wonder Man or Cyclops. Daredevil's Billy Club and costume. Cyclops visors. Hulk's pants. Ghost Rider's jacket. Eye of Agamotto. What is that?
That's the time stone.
Oh. Ahab's armor. Vision. Bing Fang Foom. What is that?
He's a villain for Shang-Chi.
Oh. Ultimo. Mysterio. Hyperion. She-Hulk. Prong found on the forehead of Black Doom's costume. That's pretty impressive because all these people are pretty badass. That means he went into different fucking realms and beat them all.
I mean, it's you got a leg up when you can move through time.
Oh, that's a real thing. Look.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Home sweet home, it's never a sight I never grow weary of. Did you really slay everyone in here? In battle by hand. All is not lost for you, Uriel. However, I think more severe surroundings may be called for. I fear my palace has softened too. Yeah, so he killed everyone in there. That's crazy. Oh, so he's... Yeah, well... It's going to be interesting to see what happens. Why is he so evil? Because he just snaps one day? It's so, like, traveling through time so much, and it's one specific one. Well, there's more than one Kang, but...
I don't know.
It's like there's one Rick and Morty, but technically...
I don't remember no thing that caused him to be, I just feel like he was always evil. So, I don't know. I can tell you.
I've never seen them before, so.
Well, I mean, I like I said, Fantastic Four wasn't one I read a lot, but
You'd think we've gotten
Some
something by
knowledge.
now, because we haven't got anything. Thanos has dropped pretty early.
that's why I think they're trying to get this out the way. You know, but you brought up some interesting points though with what you was reading and stuff, because I'm sitting here thinking about it like, okay, what if that's how they break the universe? Like if Kang comes to this universe, which we already know he's been cast, like that could be the thing that snaps it. It might not even be her doing it herself. It might just be her and him existing together.
It's not bad.
How?
I don't know. It smells like vinegar and there's white stuff floating in it like I've never seen.
Is it a new one?
I mean, it's newish. Look in there and smell it.
Oh wow, that's full.
Yeah, it's newish. It's
There's no date on it?
turned to vinegar.
It don't even look right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely something happened to that. That's not good. Alright, well, I'll get more.
Yeah.
Just throw it away, I guess.
Sure.
I'm never going to be able to get them to give me a new
You
one.
just have to get the small ones.
Small ones?
Yeah.
Well, I'm having issues with the other ones. The other ones lasted the whole time.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's just.
That's just one bad one, it looks like. It's been over 2 hours, so.
I'm fine with that.